to 100.5 ESPN, WTLX, Monona, Madison.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Good morning, Madison and streamers everywhere. I'm Jesse Nelson. Sports Center brought to you by Ho Chunk Gaming Madison, home of smoke-free slots and the highest payout percentage in the area. Ho Chunk Gaming Madison, more spins, more wins, more fun. Speaking of more wins, the Milwaukee Brewers now 25 games over 500. Not only is that a season-high watermark for the crew after winning both games of a doubleheader over the St. Louis Cardinals yesterday at Busch Stadium, that's also the fastest in franchise history the Brewers have ever gotten to 25 games over 500, eclipsing the mark set last season when they finished with the best record in franchise history. The Brewers win 4-3 in the game Miz started yesterday afternoon. 10-2 they put it on the Cardinals last night, including another big seventh-inning onslaught offensively. Brewers and Cardinals back at it for the fourth game of their five-game series tonight. 6:45 first pitch. Pre-game coverage starts just after 6 o'clock, following Molly and Jim right here on Madison's home for Milwaukee Brewers baseball, 100.5 ESPN. Wilde and Tausch starts now.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com. Three-time Wisconsin Sports Writer of the Year, Jason Wilde.
Our very first guest in the history of Wilde and Tausch, which will be, I'm sure, a long and distinguished history.
Packers Hall of Famer Mark Tauscher.
Aaron Rodgers, give us an over-under on what number would you set for how many shows we do together?
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio at ESPN Madison.
I'm going to say daily 52 weeks a year. I'm going to say you do about 230.
And celebrating 10 great years on ESPN Wisconsin.
And then what happens?
No, then Tausch kind of bows out.
This is Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
Wednesday edition. The Jesse's back again. Jesse's back. Tell a friend edition. Where's he been? What's he doing? He'll fill us in on the exciting life that he leads edition. The Bryan Bulaga scheduled to appear as he does every Wednesday. I'm sure he'll talk a lot of soccer with old T edition. And we will hear from Rob Domofsky, but he will not be appearing live. Jesse clipped something from him. He got clipped, or at least I think he got clipped. Edition of Wilde and Tausch on 94.5 ESPN Milwaukee, 100.5 ESPN Madison, 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam, ESPNWisconsin.com, the ESPN app, your Alexa smart speaker, streaming live video, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and, of course, everything you need on the ESPN Wisconsin app, which you can find both in the Apple and Android app stores. I'm Jace Wilde in Green Bay. The aforementioned Jesse Nelson is in the Everlight Solar ESPN Madison studios, and from his, undisclosed location, he is the Packers Hall of Famer. He is Mark Tauscher. Tausch, good morning. How are you?
I'm doing great, Jason. It's great that Jesse's back. I know Jesse has given us a lot of grief for our Barry Alvarez interview yesterday. I didn't think it was very good, is what I was told.
That's not what I said. I said I thought you guys nailed the Barry Alvarez interview. I thought that went fantastically yesterday.
You're being facetious.
I listened back to both shows from Monday and Tuesday on 1.5x speed. Was able to get both in on my drive home from up north yesterday.
Up north. Tomahawk.
Oh, yeah, going to Minocqua. Oh, that's cool.
That is exciting.
Nice up there this time of year.
So, Jesse, give us your critique. You only get better via criticism and critique. What do you got?
Well, the Evan situation was what it was. I would like to talk more about the Shawn Eichorst interview from Monday because I thought that was very clearly, based on what I saw from his press conference yesterday, introductory on campus as he was welcomed with all the coaches and some of the legends in attendance. A lot of the same things he said on our show he said yesterday.
He did.
So sounded very similar.
I went to that yesterday, Jesse, and I caught Matt LePay did a little Q&A with him and the interim chancellor, and it was funny. I was talking to a couple of donors and some coaches while we were there, and one of our big fans, and I believe he'll be one of our Gruber Law Office's shout-outs, if he hasn't already been, he said that this was very similar to what we had heard on our show. So I thought that was I like the fact that he's consistent with his messaging. That's a good sign. That's what leaders do. You want to have good, consistent messaging.
So is it good that we got it first? Do you think he was using us as kind of a trial run? I do, I bring this up because I thought it was an incredibly compelling moment, not to make fun of you because I feel like you should know better than to think it was. But when you did your press conference before you went into the Packers Hall of Fame, you talked about some of the things that were going to be in your speech, and you got emotional, and it was, tell me if I'm wrong, but it was good to get kind of a dry run at it before you were in front of an entire atrium full of people who were thrilled to see you enter the hall. Is that a fair assessment or not?
No doubt. No, I think it's a very fair assessment, and different circumstances, obviously. But
Certainly.
I think you want to, anytime you can start your process and hone it down so that when you're in front of the big bright lights, you can do as well as you possibly can. I think that's always a positive thing. So no doubt about it. I believe you understood kind of where everybody was at. I did not stay for the press conference part of it. I know Riley Yauk, I actually took a great photo of Riley. I stood next to him for the back end of the speech, and he's taking notes. He's got his little phone out. He's writing down things. I actually nudged him. There was a quote that I can't remember who said it. That's why I'm glad Riley wrote it down.
Good thing.
I said, hey, write that down. I think he thought I was being, facetious. I said, no, that's a really good quote by Shawn. Keep that, and we'll talk about that later. So I do believe everything in play yesterday was the coaches. It was almost every coach. There was you heard Shawn talking about this on our show. That is top priority for him. Mm-hmm. Is the coaching staff and making sure that those coaches feel welcomed, that they feel that they're going to get the resources they need to be successful, and that they feel like Shawn has got their back. And it felt as if yesterday those coaches are saying, we have your back. We brought players. We brought assistant coaches. We brought the entire squad to that press conference. And you could tell that is a big part of why Shawn got this job.
Well, I look forward to Riley Yauk letting us know what the quote was that struck you during that session. And by the way, we can talk about Evan's guest appearances on the program, etc. But we also had Riley Yauk on Monday after we got done with Shawn Eichorst, and he was a convert, which he was pretty blasé, meh, I believe. He called it a meh hire when it first broke, and listening to Shawn Eichorst with us turned him. He came around on it. And again, words are words. Shawn Eichorst himself on this very program said talk is cheap. He also talked about how he got knocked on his ass a few times during his career. And so now he's already started, by the way. It's not just because he did his press conference yesterday does not mean he hasn't been doing things, as he talked about, reaching out to the 25 biggest donors, reaching out to all the coaches. So he is not just talking, he is working. But it all comes down to whether or not this athletic department succeeds. And he can say all the things we want to hear, and he knows this because he said it himself. It's more than just talk, and we will see how that plays out in the days and weeks and months and years ahead. Speaking of talking to people, I got a private text here.
LaFleur? Is this from LaFleur?
His last name does start with an L.
Matt LaFleur's texting you after that big article you pieced.
No,
out.
it's actually
I'm
a Matt and an L.
Matt Nagy, Matt LaFleur.
No, Matt. How many other Matts whose last names start with L do we know?
Matt LeBlanc.
Matt Lauer.
Matt LeBlanc.
You snubbed Matt LePay? You didn't even say hi to him?
Who snubbed Matt LePay?
You!
I will never snub Matt LePay, no. I actually went up early because I knew he had a bunch of stuff to do, and I knew I had to leave early. But Matt and the team, I think they had like we wouldn't know anything about this. They had a prep. They prepped before.
What?
So Matt was... So I went up. I was going to catch Matt before the interview. Got there about 10 to 4. The thing started at 4:15. Eleanor had a playoff game last night.
That's
I
important.
have to be back. 100.5, we need a dub. We had to get a dub last night.
Did you get one?
I needed to be there. We did get one. It was a
All right.
very tough game. One of our best pitchers was at volleyball camp, so we had to wing it. We found a way. Sarah has led this team. She's done an incredible job again. She develops talent and works as hard as any coach I've seen. So Shawn Eichorst would like Sarah on his staff as far as the development. I don't know if she's getting all the resources she needs. I think she's got enough with our great sponsorship of 100.5 ESPN Madison supporting the team.
Can she coach USA Soccer?
So we're able to. Excuse me?
Can she coach USA Soccer?
Who, Sarah?
Yeah.
I'm sure if she...
Sounds like...
I'm sure she could. She's developed because this was a ragtag group that we put together in late April, early May. And last night we played probably one of our best games. So we found a way to beat a really nice squad. We have a semifinal game on Thursday. We're going to be heavy dogs. So we shall see again. Our best pitcher is more than likely going to be unavailable for this volleyball camp. So these things happen, got to overcome. But I had to get back to make sure I was at least being an assistant on E's team, and we got it done. So I had to miss Matt LePay and the burger bar and everything afterwards.
Burger bar? How'd you miss that? Okay, well, we're glad that Eleanor's team has advanced and that the games that you had to coach were not.
Boy, he was all dolled up. I
could
just imagine. I'm sure, he sends pictures of his lake view and relaxing. This is his time of the year to relax. I would bet that, getting all dialed up, suit and tie, and being all professional.
Tuxedo?
No, just like a nice suit.
Nice suit.
Tie, I think.
Okay, I saw pictures. Yeah, nice suit.
Why would he be in a tuxedo?
Oh, he said he got all dolled up. I thought maybe he, went all out like maybe a Dumb and Dumber type tuxedo. Him and Shawn Eichorst could go blue and orange or something. I mean, red and white or something. Okay, never mind.
Maybe.
Sorry.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Well, you were there. I wasn't. I didn't see photos.
Yeah, I know. So. I don't know if any, but I'm trying to think the last time I've seen maybe Ryan Seacrest. Seacrest did it, but Matt was up there, and I thought it was good for it, as you said it, from an introductory standpoint. I think Badger fans, and you could definitely tell the coaches, I think, are very excited about the leadership that they're hoping for from Shawn.
I saw this from Mike Lucas, who you once shared the broadcast booth with, and wrote for UW Badgers for a long time, and now is back at the Capital Times, where it all began for him. A quote from Mark Johnson of Miracle on Ice.
Yeah, he was there. Got
fame.
to say hello to Mark last night. He's
And
done a pretty nice job, I'd say.
NCAA titles on Shawn Eichorst. He's our new shepherd. Our sheep are scattered. And now we've got a shepherd who's going to bring them together. It's a breath of fresh air. Now, I don't mean to be that guy, but that is a really interesting quote to me. Says a lot about where things maybe have been and where Shawn Eichorst sees an area that they can improve. So that struck me when I read that this morning. I was not expecting a shepherd analogy. I don't know where that compares with ice cream on ice cream cake, and you don't open a window to sit on the ledge and look at the view. You open the window to jump. But I thought it was a pretty good analogy from the greatest women's college hockey coach in history, Mark Johnson. So that was...
Excited for a new era of Badgers football. Am I right?
You were just waiting for me to stop talking.
I was.
Jesse, you haven't talked to a lot of people in the last couple of days, have you? But kind of out in solitude. You can tell you're chomping. You're texting us about going to the dump and how excited you needed.
You wait for my dump fiasco. I can't wait to tell you about that later.
Maybe we shouldn't hold that for later.
I do
maybe
wonder how many people. I wonder how many people handle vacations like Jesse does. He breaks up his vacation to work. You don't see that very often. Usually you go on vacation, you come back to work, and then you're back to work. Jesse breaks his vacation up with work. That means you got a pretty good job, in my opinion. So just so people know, and Jesse, correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't want to mislead you. Oh, it does say up north, Criffets. Okay.
Wow. Take note of that there, old T.
That billboard is completely biased, according to whomever is drawing those lines, but neither here nor there. You went up north/east to relax. You're up there with Beck. It's probably pretty chill. You're just sitting there. You got the lake. It's a boat. A beautiful deal. But you decided instead of staying up for a week, you needed to break your vacation up to come back to work.
That is true, yeah.
Because you're bored. Because you got bored.
When you go up north, it's a lot of repetitive days, which is very relaxing. But also, if you're not mixing in enough,
when you say repetitive days, give us a taste of what that sounds like.
Let's do this because we'll save the dump for a little bit later.
What do you think Jesse's doing? He's meat raffling. He's drinking a bunch of beers.
All right, so here's what we're going to do.
I'm fascinated what the repetitiveness of this is.
Here's what we're going to do. Tausch is going to tell us about Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin so we can get to Bryan Bulaga on time. You can text in or in the YouTube comments, guess what Jesse does that's so repetitive up in Crivets. 844-770-3776.
I don't know if that's a good question.
Be appropriate.
They're not going to be pros. We don't want pros. I want what you're feeling and what you're thinking. I'm not interested in a watered-down version. You ask that question, people are going to go in different directions. I don't know if you're going to be wanting to handle it.
I don't have to read them. I don't have to read them publicly.
That's true.
So I won't. But I will do is have you read publicly your love of Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
Indeed, shopping for new windows and doors shouldn't include haggling. It should be straightforward. The pricing, the honest conversations, helping homeowners find the right fit for their home. That's what Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin is all about. And they're not going to use high-pressure sale tactics when you buy direct through Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Same team that manufactures your windows and doors. They also sell them, install them, and they service them. Real pricing, premium quality, no games. Schedule your free in-home consultation today at PellaWI.com.
What was Jesse up to up north? Then we'll get to Bryan Bulaga after that. It's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call today, 855-PELLA-WI, and online at PellaWI.com/radio.
Mark Tauscher here for Chalmers Jewelers. I've been a big fan of Scott, Garrett, and the whole team at Chalmers Jewelers for years now. I go there, my friends go there, and most importantly, my wife loves it whenever I get her something from Chalmers Jewelers. It's my go-to spot for birthdays, anniversaries, and any special occasion. For quality jewelry and a great experience, choose Chalmers Jewelers, the place to go for that perfect gift. Stop at Chalmers Jewelers in Middleton and Madison.
Chalmers Jewelers in Middleton
and Madison.
Paul Hansen here, founder of Iron Jock. Worried about the heat this summer? Don't sweat it. Our gear is made for real life. Iron Jock apparel combines moisture wicking with superior cooling and advanced odor-fighting silver ion technology that eliminates 99.9% of odor causing bacteria, so you are fresh for whatever's next. Our focus is simple. Make apparel that performs hard no matter where you are or what you are doing. Visit us at ironjock.com to experience the difference.
Shopping for new windows and doors shouldn't feel like a negotiation. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin doesn't believe in games. They never inflate pricing, and there's no high-pressure sales pitch. Just premium windows and doors built for long-term comfort, beauty, and peace of mind. Buy direct through Pella, and one trusted team handles everything with Pella certified installers every step of the way. Real pricing, premium quality, no games. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Schedule your free in-home consultation today at PellaWI.com.
Ben Brust here to tell you about why your next work van should be from Mercedes-Benz Sprinter at Zimbrick European. First off, we have versatility. The Sprinter vans offer 16 body types and thousands of ways to customize that space. Number 2, we have reliability. Sprinter's most powerful diesel engines last longer and require less maintenance, spend more time on the road and less time in those bays. Number 3, we have safety. Sprinter's safety technologies include curtain airbags all around, load adaptive electronic stability program, and crosswind and attention assist. Number 4, Van Care Mobile. Our maintenance team can come to you with routine service. Who wants to go in? Let them come to you. They work with multiple trucks on one visit. Use the Mercedes Me Connect. And last but not least, get your Zimbrick Sprinter at Zimbrick European at Rimrock Road and the Beltline, or go online at ZimbrickEuropean.com, because your next Mercedes Sprinter van is waiting for you.
Free Food Friday on ESPN Madison is brought to you by Vintage Brewing Company. Whether you're looking to get carry-out, delivery, or dine-in, Vintage Brewing has lots of great options on their menu. Vintage Brewing Company prides themselves on being a great place to hang out and enjoy classic Midwestern hospitality. Vintage Brewing Company has multiple award-winning beers, so be sure to try one the next time you're in. Head to VintageBrewingCompany.com to make a reservation today. That's VintageBrewingCompany.com.
Bo here from Ridgetop Exteriors. Southern Wisconsin got hit hard with hail recently. If your home took a beating, now's the time to take action. We've been delivering top quality roofing, siding, and window services locally for over 23 years. With free damage assessments and insurance experts on staff, we've been your licensed, local, and trusted contractor since day one. Don't wait until small damage becomes a big problem. Turn to Ridgetop Exteriors today. RidgetopExteriors.com. That's RidgetopExteriors.com.
Ridgetop Exteriors.
Life's better with American Family Insurance, because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Is this the year the Brewers make a move at the trade deadline?
If you keep doing what you're doing, you're going to get the same type results. And keep waiting and waiting and waiting. To me, why wait?
Follow along on Madison's home of the Brewers, 100.5 ESPN.
We'll talk to Bryan Bulaga coming up, as we always do on Wednesdays, as he mourns the loss of the U.S. men's national team. I'm sure he's on board with Norway, since his guy Erling Haaland plays for his favorite pro team. We'll talk to him about that, and obviously the American football as well. But let's talk a little bit about Jesse, who is back and went to the dump today. He will save that story.
He's got to get back on vacation. I don't even know which is more vacation, Jesse, your job or going up north.
It depends on the day.
In fairness, and obviously only one of us on this panel played in the National Football League for 11 years, which is the most impressive accomplishment that any of us could boast. But we're all incredibly lucky. Like, this is work. There's no doubt about it. But there's a hell of a lot of people, including a hell of a lot of people that listen to this show, that work a hell of a lot harder than I do. Like,
nobody disagrees with that.
The guy
or
at the
Jesse.
dump
Anybody that does is an idiot.
Yeah,
just
for sure.
the record.
But like, I'm kicking off my 20 most important Packers, which I'm already going to cheat and have a couple of guys that are doubled up because that's what I do on that list. But like, that's my job. I'm lucky. I get it. I may be a lot of things and a lot of.
Do they make you do your 20 most important?
No,
you do whatever the hell you want.
Started in 2010, your final season with the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah, but it's not 20 though. So why not just say 25?
Can you rebrand it to 20-ish? Or 21?
20-ish. Yeah, let's not mislead. That's misleading, and you know it is. I don't want to be that guy.
I don't appreciate the word misleading. I prefer cheating.
But it is. It's not 20.
Not accurate.
If it's 20 guys, you'll have 20 players.
It's 20 spots.
So,
it's 20 spots.
But it's not.
It's not
20 spots.
20 spots of most important Packers is not
just
the
say
title.
20-ish. I think it actually would be funnier if you said 20-ish.
I think we're missing
How
the
many
point
actual
here.
players in your 20 spots? How many actual players do you have on?
I can give that information to you a little bit later.
I think 20 is too many, by the way.
I do too.
It's like every starter.
Top 10 lists are
right,
go.
but
everybody
you
loves
still get
a
a top 10 list.
Boom, boom,
and if
boom.
you're cheating, you're just picking every starting player. Like,
you get top 10, but you got 32 players on it. That's this guy. Where's your telestrator? This guy. He's saying there's 20 guys, and there's 28 spots. That's not really the top 20 list. That's the top 30.
Boom. You got to get
that's
a boom
really
in
top
there.
20 list. Boom.
Your knee
doesn't know how to count to 20.
Your knee has gone
that guy
boom.
Can't circle. That guy can't circle a guy. Can't keep it square. Look at he's all in the right lane. He's in the left lane. He's in the right lane. We don't know where he's at. He's like the left lane, right lane, center lane. He's off the road. You don't know where he's going.
You got 10, and then boom, there's 20.
Not really 20. You end up with the 27 players.
Wait, where? How have you gotten so far away from your Madden? Do we need to have Caliendo on the show again?
That feels like it's a good Madden.
It was, and then you stray so far from the core fundamentals of a Madden. You never even gave a boom. That was his signature word.
I don't want to. I want to do it. I want to put my own.
You want to put your own spin on imitating someone.
Yeah. What do you guys think about the three of us? We find like an open mic, and we all have to do 5 minutes of stand-up comedy.
I'd be good at it.
I think I'm up for it. I think I'd be up for it. 5 minutes. We all have to go.
What is the audience?
Maybe to Jesse's trivia night. Something. I think that could be something.
I don't want to do it, but I think I'd be good at it.
Okay. We'll ask Bryan Bulaga if he thinks we should do open mic night at the Chuckle Hut after Tausch tells us about all the great experiences he's having at MoMA after his knee went boom, and they're helping fix it.
I was just gonna say I couldn't walk. I was light up. I couldn't move around. Had a really rough end of the year. I needed to do something different. I couldn't just continue on the same path. And that's when I checked out the great team at MoMA, the Midwest Orthopedic and Musculoskeletal Alliance. MoMA brings together trusted local providers like OIW, SMOC, innovative pain, and it makes it easier to find the right specialist and the right treatment for you. And if you're like me, I don't want to walk into huge hospitals. Go to the information center. I gotta find a parking spot. Then I got a 3-mile walk and I'm hobbling around. I like going to specialty spots, and that's what's great about MoMA. Surgery Center, Smart Scan, Mosh, and My Spot Ortho Laser. Been going there. I've got 9 treatments already. I've done the show from there. And, man, getting some blood flow, getting a little more action back in that knee where I can go out and do my walks. I can play golf. I can start living my life again the way I want to. MoMA can do that for you as well. Call or walk in today to get started on your new journey.
Bryan Bulaga joins Open. Oh, now he has found
what
tools.
was that? That, flashed.
Yeah,
what was that, Jeff?
I had to get in there, though.
Little circle guy here. Yeah. Boom.
Okay.
Take a look at this.
Your accuracy's a little bit
I don't
suspect.
understand. This guy's got the periodic table on there. He knows what are those gases called, the special ones?
Bryan Bulaga joins us next. This
Helium. Noble. Brian Noble gases.
I never
Helium,
said, never said what I did up north.
We're on the Brewers.
You don't let Brandon Woodruff pitch in Major League Baseball until September.
Because we're on Wisconsin sports.
And when you bring him back, you bring him out of the pen.
Nobody covers the Crew like 100.5 ESPN, Madison's home of the Brewers.
Mark Tauscher here for Buckin' Honeys. Summer in Wisconsin is too good to spend indoors. And whether you're meeting the crew after work, grabbing dinner before the game, or just looking for a great patio spot, Buckin' Honeys has you covered. Their spacious patios are the perfect place to enjoy award-winning dishes, craft cocktails, and an easygoing atmosphere. Visit their locations in Sun Prairie, Monona, Waunakee, or Mount Horeb. Grab your people, find a spot on the patio, and make the most of summer at Buckin' Honeys. We'll see you there.
Dealing with storm damage? That's never fun. That's why homeowners are turning to Everlight Solar for roofing and exterior repairs done right. They handle the entire process, from insurance claims to fixing your roof with one trusted team. Less stress, faster solutions, and a home that stays protected from the elements. If your roof took a hit, Everlight's got you covered. Visit everlightroofing.com to get started today. That's everlightroofing.com. Everlight, a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics.
Wisconsin, let's talk about something near and dear to my heart. Beer. Specifically, great beer. And if you haven't met Yuengling yet, allow me to introduce you. Yuengling is the oldest brewery in America, founded in Pottsville, PA in 1829. 197 years, 6 generations of family-owned brewing. Do you know how they became America's oldest brewery? By making great beer. This is a real American beer. Smooth, rich, and finally here in Wisconsin. So grab a Yuengling, raise a glass, and celebrate history the way it was meant to be celebrated, by drinking it. Yuengling, the oldest brewery in America. DG Yuengling & Son, Pottsville, PA. Enjoy responsibly.
Life moves fast. Your car should move with it. At Zimbrick Chevrolet, they've got a vehicle and payment options that fit every stage of your journey. Just graduated? Start smart in a Chevy Trax. Stylish, efficient, and budget-friendly. Growing your family? The Equinox gives you the space and versatility you need. And when life gets even bigger, the Traverse or Tahoe is ready for it all. Kids, carpools, and road trips. Visit them today in Sun Prairie or online at ZimbrickChevrolet.com. Zimbrick Chevrolet, the name you can trust.
Join the Madison Money Guy, Christian Finfrock, for Retirement Income Strategies, Saturday and Sunday mornings at 7. Get the information you need as you plan for retirement. That's Retirement Income Strategies, Saturday and Sunday mornings at 7. Investment advisory services offered through Retirement Income Strategies, an SEC-registered investment advisor.
Looking to take your baseball game to the next level? If you're a top player in your league, the GRB Rays are ready for you. They're Wisconsin's leader in player development and advancement, with over 425 college commitments, 27 draft picks, and 4 big leaguers, including the National League Rookie of the Year. Train in one of the Midwest elite facilities and elevate your game. GRB Rays tryouts are here, but spots are filling up quickly. Sign up now at grbrays.com. That's grbrays.com.
Join me, Erin Ranum, your 2026 Dane County Fairest of the Fair at the Dane County Fair at the Alliant Energy Center July 16th through the 19th. Looking for great summer entertainment? The Dane County Fair has something for everyone, with Lost in a Name on Thursday, Caledon and Cornfield Keg Party on Friday, the Prince Experience on Saturday, and La Movida Day on Sunday. Plus, catch twin stunts and Wisconsin's own motorcycle stunt twins every day. I hope to see you there July 16th through the 19th. For more information, visit danecountyfair.com.
When your car needs care, trust the team that treats it like their own. Conant Automotive in Stoughton.
from oil changes and brakes to engine diagnostics and major repairs. Their ASE certified technicians deliver honest, reliable service you can count on. Plus, they offer loaner vehicles and convenient after-hours drop-off to fit your schedule. Serving the Stoughton area since 2006, trust the local brand that's built a reputation for dependable auto repair. Visit Conant Automotive on Highway 51 in Stoughton or learn more at ConantAuto.com.
At Gruber Law Offices, our biggest priority is the care and service we provide to our clients. We know accidents can be overwhelming, and we're here to help every step of the way. Call now. One call, that's all.
We're on the Packers.
You can't sit here and tell me that you're comfortable with the idea of the Green Bay Packers playing 8 games without Mike Parsons.
Because we're on Wisconsin sports.
That's very uncomfortable. That's extremely uncomfortable.
Nobody covers the green and gold like 100.5 ESPN.
Joining us now on the Yuengling guest hotline. Yuengling, America's oldest beer. 197 years. That's almost as old as the country itself. 6 generations family owned and operated, and it is now in Wisconsin. DG Yuengling and Son, Pottsville, PA. Enjoy responsibly. It is our soccer correspondent and our tackle talk. What? What?
I'm over. Like, the whole soccer stuff, and we've had this discussion. I think Blue and I talked about it a lot last week. Brian, I'm not going to get into a ton of soccer with you today. Jason
it's Bryan,
wants to.
Bryan Bulaga on Wilde and Tausch.
Yeah. Oh. Why is it that we're always stuck in being like just the middle of the pack? Will we ever get to be a powerhouse in soccer?
Did you not just say we weren't talking soccer? Is that not
you
what
brought
you
it up?
said?
I don't.
You just
I don't
said
want
it.
to, but at some point, Brian obviously loves soccer. He's got a much different outlook on it than I do. So I am curious, and you brought it up. So, Blue, why is it that we're stuck? And can we ever, like the metric system, is it ever going to get implemented and actually installed here? Or are we always going to be a third-rate soccer nation?
Yeah, I think as long as we continue to have the current ecosystem that is MLS and things like that, it's going to stay the same. It's going to stay the same. The MLS is an absolute joke of a league. I mean, I'll just call it what it is. When you don't have
that.
When you don't have relegation and actual competition within the league like the European countries do, and they have their academies and different leagues and things like that, MLS has monopolized soccer in the United States. It's them only, right? There's all these other different factions like USL, USL 1, Championship, but they don't intermingle with them to create competition within MLS, right? Relegation, and you get elevated if you win a certain league like all the other countries do. So when there's no competition at the main level, at the highest level of American soccer, this is kind of what you get. And that trickles down in the development of the youth system. So it's just it's a ecosystem that isn't friendly to development of the youth of the country, to elevate them and give them a clear pathway to move on up. And that's, as long as you have that.
Yeah, but Blue, what most of our players play in the Premier League anyways. We don't want no offense to MLS. I don't know anything about it. But wouldn't we want the Premier League players to play on our national team? Like Free's kid, he's going to want to play Premier League, right?
Yeah, but but that's a kid that's gone through the youth system and has made it out, and he played at Orlando City, was rejected by other MLS teams, and then now he's at Valencia. And, I hope he goes on and has a wonderful career and gets to play in England and do all those things, right? He's in Spain right now. It's a really good league, La Liga. But that's like those are the outliers, right? Like, that's few and far between of how many kids fall between the cracks of development and things that happen that way. So it's the pathway in this country to professional sports or to professional soccer is not the same as, we'll say, the NFL or the NBA or MLB. Like, those pathways are clear and cut. It is set. This is how you have to get there. You obviously have to be very talented and everything like that. There's no doubt. That's not what I'm saying. But, like, the pathway in this country to make it to, say, the MLS and then potentially past that, it's murky, it's bad, it's not good, it's very political, and it's just not a conducive environment for us as a country then to improve on the national stage like this. I mean, this is, and we can say one thing or another, and I'm not going to get into it too much because it irks me, but like, I saw the former U.S. men's national coach, Greg Berhalter, right? And he was a terrible coach, awful. But he was the coach from the last cycle. And he gets on his podcast the day after the game, and his Nepo son's on the team.
Nepo son.
Yeah, and he goes, Belgium's not any better than us. Look at our transfer rate. Look at our transfer value if we were to sell our players compared to theirs. We're right near them. And it's like, wait a second. Like, so now you want to compare the value of the squad to how they actually play and compete when they actually go against each other. Those are two separate, like, distinctions there. And, like, first of all, like, half of those, I don't know what American player starts on that Belgium team. So let's just, like, start there. Maybe Tillman, maybe he gets in. I'm not sure. But there's more to it than just our transfer value and what our players are worth is just the same as Belgium. There's more to it than that.
So, it's Brian, I saw Alexi Lalas, and then we're going to transfer to real American football momentarily.
Real football. Just say it. Real football.
My soccer question was going to be, have you ever seen your former teammate Clay Matthews and Erling Haaland in the same place at the same time? But that was apparently, we didn't end up getting there. Alexi Lalas has... He has lit a fire among the people who care deeply about soccer by basically dismissing the suggestion that our youth soccer ecosystem, to use your word, is poorly designed. And I can tell you, you as a soccer dad, me having been a soccer dad, and now Sydney having stopped playing club soccer just to play for her high school team, it is an expensive proposition. There are lots of coaches who have their minds made up on who's good and who's not at an age where they are still developing. And it is something that, you know, the excuse that we always hear is, well, all of our best athletes in America choose the other sports. Part of that, and I understand the AAU basketball system is expensive, and I understand hockey is expensive. They're all expensive. But there has been a lot of pushback on Alexi Lalas because European nations make soccer a lot more accessible to people who are not wealthy. And Landon Donovan, I saw him yesterday talking about it, and he was the son of a single mother with two other siblings, and he talked about how he couldn't have afforded the kind of money that people spend on soccer now. You've done okay for yourself with your NFL career, so you're able to afford that for Declan. But do you think that that is the root of the problem? And if we had a better system to develop players when they are younger and have them love soccer, things would be better? Or do you not buy that argument?
No, listen, I am totally in the camp of it needs to be more affordable. And I'm not sitting on a soapbox saying I don't want to pay the money. That's not what I'm saying here. But I do believe that the sport should be more affordable for kids around the entire country. Like that's I think the main issue, well, one of the main issues with it, right? And we get into the finances of like hockey, because I know hockey's extremely expensive. I know Tausch, you're in it, TJ Lang's in it, so I've talked to him about like how crazy it is with that because his kids play it. So like an AAU basketball, so like I understand that no one's asking. At least I'm not saying this. I'm not asking for anything for free. But if you're gonna want to advance soccer, especially in this country, you have to make it more accessible and cost-friendly for these families around the country to put their kid into the game, right? Because I was having this conversation yesterday with a friend, and I was talking about the incentivization of parents paying this type of money to put their kid in soccer, say, and they think their kid's a great athlete or their kid is a great athlete. And there's a really murky pathway for them to potentially go professional and make money, not just professionally, but say in college and NIL, because the NIL money for soccer is terrible. Like, it's like non-existent, right? So why would you invest if you have a great athlete that can play soccer, can play baseball or basketball or football, whatever it may be? Why would you choose to spend the money to put them in soccer and pay all that money out of pocket when the pathway to these other sports is so much more clear and they can actually incentivize to actually make it out of it, right? They can actually benefit from it down the long run by their kids making money and coming out of it and getting a scholarship and doing all these things and getting the parents essentially getting paid back for that. Not saying that kids are gonna give them money, but say they get a scholarship, whether that's D1, D2, D3. That's essentially paying your parents back for everything they invested in you, right? So like that pathway's not here for soccer. It's just not good. So you have parents potentially shelling out. I don't know where it is. I don't know how it is all around the country or things like that. But ballpark number just to sign up for Declan this year where he's playing, it's like $1,500, right? But that's just to get in the door, to get some uniforms. That's not travel. That's not a hotel. That's nothing at that point yet, right? So you may look at costs for as these kids get older, say 15, 16, 17, when they're traveling out of state, $15,000 a year, $20,000 a year, with what are you getting back for that? A good experience? Your kid gets to get on an airplane and go play in a tournament somewhere? Like, to me, that's just the juice isn't worth the squeeze at that point, right? And that's kind of where that's where I disagree with Lawson. No one's asking for free fields and free lights and that. Those things do need to be paid for. There's no doubt. But when we're talking about everything else that's heaped on and what some of these clubs are making in the United States, like these soccer clubs that have 15 teams per age group and are just racking in cash, when it's like, come on, man, like it's the payoff just isn't there.
Yeah, but Brian, will you keep paying it? Will you keep putting your kid in club? Or are you going to go back and play community? I understand what everybody's saying on it, but the reason that this keeps growing is because parents are doing it, and they're paying the freight. So we can all say all of those things, but that's the bottom line. It doesn't matter what sport. You're going to put your kid in a spot where you think they're going to be able to get the most out of their talent, and almost everybody thinks that their kid's a star at this point, and until you don't, you end up paying the freight. And the reason the business models are successful is because people are buying into it.
Yeah, no, I get that. I get that. I think what we're getting at is you're going to allow top-level kids that maybe can't afford that to fall through the cracks, and they're not going to be able to sustain and stay in. Like, that's where we're getting at from it. It's not that parents aren't going to play. Little Johnny down the street, their parents think that he's the next Lionel Messi, so they're going to keep paying, but it's the kid that maybe isn't little Johnny down the street.
Yeah, but Blue, you know this. If there's a great talent and they don't have the resources, but these coaches know about that player, they're going to find a way. And little Johnny down the street's going to subsidize that. You know that's how that goes.
Yeah, I've been in it, but it doesn't always go that way. It doesn't always go that way.
And they have so mat kids in the program, they don't know as many kids as you would think they might. I would also just say this so we can move on. They, at least the club that Sydney played in, they have multiple levels. And if you have an athlete that plays multiple sports and you don't want to spend the kind of money it requires to play on one of the national level teams where you're traveling to Arizona and Texas and all these other places, they put your kid on a lower team, which is more affordable, but she doesn't obviously play against the same level of competition, and maybe she would have been better served to play with those other teams. But cost does matter to normal people. And I do think that that's something that Alexi Lalas was not really thinking about when he made his statement and got, what do they say, ratioed with the responses. So
is that what the kids say? Ratioed?
Yeah, I think that's what they say on Elon Musk's platform. All right, I want to get to the Packers because I was getting a little grief before.
Oh man!
Thank God. Yeah, I'm soccered out. I tried to tell you. Soccered out. Let's talk some ball.
There's still plenty of games left.
The guy wants to talk Packers.
There's plenty of games left.
Yeah, there's plenty. I think you and Blue should do a little FIFA pod. A little FIFA pod for you and Blue. Break down Belgium versus whoever. Bosnia-Herzegovina.
Well, Spain. It'll be Spain.
All right, here's what we're
Is there a third place game in the World Cup? Do they do a third place game?
Unfortunately,
they do?
Yes.
That makes a lot of sense. I can't wait to see that Denver Broncos and LA Rams third place game next year. That'll be fun. Continue, Jason. That tells you everything you need to know about soccer.
This has been, Jesse, your Discount Liquor soccer update, hasn't it?
Discount Liquor brings us our soccer update. Stop by their Milwaukee and Waukesha locations for all your tailgating needs.
American football with Bryan Bulaga is next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
Wilde and Tausch on 100.5 ESPN is brought to you by Everlight Solar. Save money, save the planet. Everlight Solar.
Mark Tauscher here for Chalmers Jewelers. I've been a big fan of Scott, Garrett, and the whole team at Chalmers Jewelers for years now. I go there, my friends go there, and most importantly, my wife loves it whenever I get her something from Chalmers Jewelers. It's my go-to spot for birthdays, anniversaries, and any special occasion. For quality jewelry and a great experience, choose Chalmers Jewelers, the place to go for that perfect gift. Stop at Chalmers Jewelers in Middleton and Madison.
Chalmers Jewelers in Middleton
and Madison.
Rah. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute.
This Badger Minute brought to you by your Badgerland Chevy dealers, proud supporters of Badger Athletics. Go to BadgerlandChevy.com.
With your Badger Minute, I'm Riley Yount. New Badgers AD Shawn Eichorst appeared on Wilde and Tausch Monday morning and made it clear he's hit the ground running.
Talk is cheap. You got to actually do it. And the way you do it is you got to build a program where people want to be a part of it, right? They don't want to just write checks out of the box unless they see some sort of return. I've talked to probably our top 25 donors. I've talked to a lot of student athletes, talked to our head coaches. Most often what they're telling me is what can I do to help?
Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin doesn't play games, just straightforward pricing, premium quality, and trusted Pella certified installation. Visit PellaWI.com today.
At J&K Security Solutions, protecting your home or business is more than just the priority. It's what we do. I'm President Jeffrey Beckman. Since 1987, J&K Security Solutions has been committed to providing Madison and southern Wisconsin with dependable security solutions. Whether it's security, fire, or the latest automation solutions, go to jksecurity.com to see how J&K can help keep your home or business secure. Get protected now at jksecurity.com.
Creating lasting impressions every season, every day. That's the Olson Toon landscaping difference. Since 1997, Olson Toon has been transforming outdoor spaces across Dane County. From landscaping and concrete to excavation and maintenance, they're your one team for everything outdoors, keeping your property looking its best year-round. With experienced professionals and a collaborative approach, every project is built around your vision. Ready to elevate your space? Let's get started. Head to olsontoon.com today.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Discover the all-new TPC Wisconsin, Madison's premier destination for families, women, and golfers of all levels. Fresh off a stunning $30 million transformation, TPC Wisconsin offers more than championship golf. Enjoy a welcoming community with tennis, pickleball, a world-class golf academy, swimming, fitness, and family-friendly activities all year long. Experience the newest TPC golf club in the world right here in Madison. Visit tpcwisconsin.com to explore memberships and schedule your tour today.
Keeping up with vehicle maintenance is tough, so Metro Ford of Madison makes it easy with mobile service. Metro Ford will come directly to you, home, office, wherever your day takes you. Their Ford certified techs handle oil changes, filters, batteries, wipers, inspections, and more, all without a visit to the dealership. You stay on schedule, we'll take care of the rest. Call 608-246-3600 today to book your mobile service appointment, and let service come to you. That's Metro Ford of Madison. Visit them at metrofordofmadison.com.
Wisconsin has its next AD.
He loves Wisconsin. This is home for him, and I think he's a perfect fit at Wisconsin.
Continue reacting right here on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
American football time, where there is a different level of acting with injuries. Usually more of the acting that you get with American football is holding calls, right? Very demonstrative. Ah!
Pass interference.
It works. It works.
I am with two guys that never held. Just ask them. Actually, Tausch had a pretty long run where he actually was not called for holding. Brian, I was thinking about this because you helped me last year. You will help me again this year, I hope. I'm putting together my 20 most important Packers list that has been derided by my colleagues here today because I weasel my way into getting a few more names on the list by doubling up.
How many players do you actually think they're going to be? If there's 20 players, how many
I
players
consider it bonuses. These are bonus names. Added value.
Bonus names. I mean, that's a lot. It's a lot of names. It's a lot of names. I will say that. It's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of names.
Hey, there's 90 guys on the roster. This is only 20 people.
Jesse, stop scribbling on the screen.
Oh, he loves it. He loves it.
You wish you had a telestrator like this to use when you were on this show.
All right, Collinsworth, take it easy. And just...
By the way, it's worth noting that Jesse did not tell any of the folks that have been filling in for him or will be filling in for him how to use the telestrator because he wants it all for himself.
Yeah, well, I mean, I just learned we had it, and then I booked it out of here on Thursday. Yeah, I haven't had time yet.
Brian, should Trey Smack be on my list? Should he be among the top 20 most important Packers?
That's a good question.
Spoiler alert, as of now, and you and a few others are on my blue ribbon panel, he is right now.
Yeah, I think so, because I think obviously we know how important field goal kicking is, and we've been punished by it how many years in a row now? So, like, I almost feel like by default he has to be one of the most important players on the team because his number's going to be called in vital moments, and how he performs is going to be crucial. So, like, if you look at the criteria of the 20 most important players, right, like, they all have crucial roles, right? I mean, that's just what it is. And his role, the way the Packers seasons have gone the last few years, like, we know how it goes. When you play in big games that are tight, kickers have a huge role in them. And he's going to be no different. So I don't disagree with that placement.
Tausch, you're making a face. Is that your normal face? You were making a face during
how either of you guys could even think that he wouldn't be. Like, he would be a top 10 guy for me as far as most important. They've handed him the job. We don't know how he's going to do. There's a ton of uncertainty with that. NFL games, as we all know, they become tight football games. There's not very rarely are you beating teams by more than 10 points. And when you're a team that has championship aspirations, you need to win those close games because then you get seeded better, you have home playoff games. Those are all the things that matter. Making kicks is huge. Having someone you trust that can make a kick gives you a lot of security, and it gives you opportunities to win games that other teams don't. We haven't had that in big money games. We haven't had it the last. You could make really good arguments that we've lost playoff games strictly on that. Mm-hmm. Old boy last year, if he makes any of those kicks, Trey Smack ain't getting drafted. He's not.
Yep.
I don't care what you say. The year before, whatever, Anders Carlson, whatever year that was, he makes that kick. That Niners game is a whole different animal. We could be talking about a whole different set of circumstances. Whether we'd end up going to the championship, I don't know. But that position, unless you don't have one, you don't know how bad it's going to be. So he's a top 10 guy for me. And if I'm doing a list, he'd be one of my top 10 guys.
Well, you will be more than welcome to share that feedback when I send you the list. You can give me your thoughts if you'd like to be part of the Blue Ribbon panel. I will say this, too.
I like to critique after you write it, more so than jumping in.
Oh, that's very helpful. Thank you. Yeah, I trust your insight, and instead you'd rather give me posting criticism. So I look forward to that. That'll kick off. I'm writing number 20 today, and that will begin a little bit later today when it gets posted. So that is going to be on channel3000.com. I also want to ask you guys this. How should I rate Micah Parsons based on remember, the word is importance. And there was some temptation for me to maybe be a little bit clickbaity last year and put Jordan Love at number 2, not at number 1, because I thought very highly of his backup. And I thought while Jordan Love is extremely important, I felt really good about who would replace him. Meanwhile, Tucker Kraft, I did not feel particularly great about who would replace him. And then they had to replace him. And it did not go well. They did not have any legitimate replacements for him. That
Jason,
is part of my thought process.
Will Musgrave be on the roster going up to Minnesota?
I personally think so. Because he's on the last year of his contract. It is not expensive. I don't think he has a lot of trade value based on his production or lack thereof. He will be a guy that they allow to walk in free agency, and maybe somebody sees something in him as a guy that they won't ask to block frequently. And maybe he has a productive year this year for the Packers, and he fetches you a 7th compensatory pick somehow. Right now, I look at him and think, is somebody giving up a 7th-round pick for him? Maybe. Are they giving up more? I don't think so. He feels to me like a guy that if you traded him, you'd be trading him and a pick to get like a higher pick. Like we sent him and a 7th-round pick to Tampa Bay for a 5th-round pick. So you still end up with the same number of picks. You basically use them to move up some spots. Do you disagree?
There's value in that. I don't know what his role. If Tucker Kraft is healthy, I'm never pulling him off the field. What role is he going to fit? He's not going to be a blocking tight end. When are you going to even play him? And is he going to be a special teams guy? He doesn't scream special teamer to me. So I don't know. I don't think it's lock stock that he's going to be on that plane. I think the odds are he will be, but I don't think it's 80-20. No. I think there's a really good option that somebody sees maybe that, and if Brian Gutekunst could get a 5th-round pick and give up a 7th, I think he'd do that in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I don't think it's a given that he's making it because it is in.
He's number 20 on Jason's list, Brian.
He is not. Spoiler alert: he's not on my list.
Yeah, because I'm assuming, and this is obviously knock on some wood here. I'm assuming it's Tucker Kraft stays healthy the entire season. So, like Tausch said, why are you taking him off the field? Like that's
you're not.
Yeah, you're not taking him off the field ever because he does everything. So that's
and Brian, I'm also not going 4 and 5 wides. I am always keeping him out. He's too good of a threat. I just for breaks. I don't want him to be a low snap count guy. Tucker Kraft, when he's healthy and cleared, I want him on the field 85 to 90% of the time.
Yep, absolutely.
So that still leaves you 10 to 15% of the time where he's not. You're going to play Josh Wilde,
well, you don't
or you're
have
not going to play tight end
I
at
go
all?
4 and 5 wides, too.
Okay.
4 and 5 wides. There's other things. Plus, it just feels like they really like the kid from Iowa enough that they brought him in. He failed the physical, and they brought him back.
Luke Lachey.
When he passed the physical, Nick Lachey. Hell of a 98 degrees. It's warm out there. It just feels as if they're moving on without really finding a solution to Musgrave. He had his opportunity, and he didn't take advantage of it last year. I don't know what role he'll fill. And if you don't have a role to fill, there's just too much. You need to have too many guys, and especially if you want your special teams to be any better, you better find a role. And for Musgrave's sake, everybody was raving about him. It was glazed. He's probably one of the most glazed rookies we've had here in a long time.
Oh, he ran 21 miles an hour
pictures
faster
of his quads
than Watson.
And how the fastest guy on the team, all this stuff, and it just hasn't translated.
Yep.
Why is that? Why do you think that is? He's had injuries. That's got to be part of it. But is it evidence that there are teams that are fine with a tight end who doesn't do the other tight end jobs, but that the Packers really want someone who is the total package?
You better be Tony Gonzalez special, Travis Kelce special, if you're going to just be that. And that obviously has been the case.
Essentially, that's what it comes down to. If you're that just good of a receiver, you need to be top of the line all the time. As a tight end, you have to be able to be in line and block. You have to have that trait. To be on the field. You need to be able to do that. And in a scheme that LaFleur runs, the tight ends have to be able to block. They can't be a liability on the end of the line of scrimmage, because that blows up an entire formation and set of runs that you have to be able to execute. And if you can't do that, not going to be on the field. It's simple.
Yeah, and Brian, I think one of the things that we've probably underlooked is this whole stripping things down to the studs and play action pass. If you really want to do that, and I hope that Green Bay does, I hope Matt LaFleur and Jason, I don't know when your exclusive sit down with him, if he got into this at all.
September issue.
I want to see Jordan Love under center. I don't care what, 2 tights, 1 tight, I don't care. I want to see the hard outside zone with the fakes and all those drills you see that everybody shows on video when they let the video team shoot for 2 seconds. The quarterback comes out on a boot. That is what this offense is predicated on. And to your point, you better have a tight end that can block. And this is why Tucker Kraft is so good. The Kittles, they've made their living on this system. Let's get back to more of that and not all of the shotgun. Fake, nobody bites, and then you're sitting there patting the football, and it's 2nd and 12.
Amen. That's the way the offense was when it got installed day one when I was there. It was
You were there for year one. Yeah.
Yes. That was year one offense, and it was awesome, and it worked. And people kept saying, how are guys so wide open on these quick routes off of play action? Because it's all designed and built in off the run. It's how it all looks to the defense.
So
if you're
why are we
looking
doing that? Brian, when did you notice that they started going away from that? Was it when you were there, or did it happen after you left?
It was after I left, because they did it really well again. The second, his second year and even his third year, that offense was humming. And again, this is not a knock on Josh Jacobs. They changed things for Jacobs. They changed how the run game went for Jacobs. Because if you look at that prior, it was Aaron Jones, right? It was Aaron Jones, and that was the scheme that he ran, and he was very good at it, and he was fluent, and he was an outside zone runner. And when they brought in Jacobs, the run scheme changed, and it wasn't as outside zone heavy as it once was, and play action heavy. It became more of shotgun. If the play action, it was play action duo, which we all know. No one bites on that because they can see everything. And you become a little bit more predictable with your play action game. And then if it doesn't work, you're not going to keep going to it. You're going to go away from it, and that's kind of what's happened.
So you think it's almost all Josh Jacobs? The O-line has not been as good. It just hasn't. Those are the facts.
Isn't it also that Love likes to be in the shotgun too? I mean, obviously, Brian, you played with Rodgers. Was he extremely? We know he didn't like pre-snap movement, which is also very important to what LaFleur wants to do, right? Because of all the tells that you get from it. The shotgun, is that on a scale of problematic things that they got away from the way they used to do things and theoretically are going back to them now based on what Matt LaFleur said? Blocking scheme, play action approach, and under center versus shotgun. Like there were times when he was dealing with the leg injuries in 2024 where it was precipitating them being in shotgun. He needed that, right? Because he was playing through some issues. That's one thing. But last year, that wasn't the case, and they were in shotgun a hell of a lot.
Yeah, I think being in gun is probably one of the bigger factors in that, right? When you're not under center. But there's only so much you can do in gun from the run game standpoint, right? Whether you're in pistol or whether you're just a normal gun with the back offset to the quarterback, either left or right, there's only so much you can do, and when you're in gun and you're trying to run play action, I've said it so many times, and it's just more predictable, and it's easy for defenses to see. It's very easy for those guys to key on things, and that means that changes the offensive lines. When you're in gun, as offensive linemen, Tausch, you know this too, I'm wired a certain way, thinking, okay, we're in gun. Chances are this defensive line thinks we're passing. Their first steps are going to be more aggressive up the field, which means if I'm running a play action, I am not going to be as inclined to go hard run sell. Yeah, I'm not going to run sell as much because I got to protect against the pass rush. So that all factors into things. When you're under center and it looks like running, it smells like running, you go sell run, but it's a play action, you get those defensive linemen to move and react to run really well, and that means the second level then reacts to run really well, the linebackers, and they move out of their places, and that's where you get tight ends and slot receivers running in behind those guys wide open. That's how all that pairs together. So yeah, part of it, offensive line, but it's also what offensive line is being asked to do. And when you get put in predicaments to go sell run in the gun and the ball's not coming out quick, because duo play action is not a quick play action. It takes time, right? It just does. All those things factor in together. And you kind of get what you've seen over the last few years. And I still go back to saying Jacobs can do under center, outside zone play action. Like, he can do it. It's not like he can't do it, or he did it with Saban. Like, that's what Saban did at Alabama. They ran under center play action and zone game, and they ran power, and they ran duo 2 at Alabama, don't get me wrong. But they ran under center play action. Like, it's what they did. Nick Saban was a pro style. It's how, because it was the same way Kirk ran it, and all those guys that were in that same ecosystem. Now we're on ecosystem.
You are big on the ecosystem today, baby.
It's a big eco day today.
Yeah. The big ecosystem of the play action game. They all did it the same. So, like, it's not like Jacobs, it's foreign to him. He knows exactly how to do it. It's just he's way more comfortable running duo. That's just what he likes to do because he's really good at it. But that doesn't mean he can't be good at the other things. And that's my opinion on it. And if he were, unless he comes out and says, I can't run outside zone, I can't do it, then I have to believe he can do it because I think he's that
Brian,
good of a player.
How much should LaFleur just say, this is what we're doing? Because, listen, man, we all have things we like better than not doing, right? There's things, like we love eating cheesecake. I'm not a cheesecake guy. I'd love some carrot cake. But you can't just say, well, I'm going to just only eat carrot cake. At some point, doesn't LaFleur say, yeah, Jordan, I know you love being in gun. I know it's a little harder to have to – it's hard. You would think – I'm not even joking with this. Those quarterbacks to run to that outside zone point, that's hard work. Getting their feet and having to sprint to that spot and be able to sell that run and then bootleg out. If I'm a quarterback, heck yeah, I'd much rather just get the ball, pat it, look around, and throw it. At some point, then the coaches have to say, listen, this is what we need to do, and we got to get good at it. And let's get back to that, even if the players with their more experience don't want to do it.
Great question. I think at some point, and I think that's what Take It Down to the Studs was essentially a shot across the bow. I think that's what
it's kind of what I thought, too. Yep.
That's what that was like, hey, I know you guys like doing certain things this way or you prefer it this way. But
Blue, we love running keep passes. If we had our way, we'd run 42 keep passes out of 60 plays. But you know what? At some point, you can't just keep running keep passes.
Yeah, I know.
How nice would it have been, Brian, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I'm strictly looking at it like I want to make my left tackle and right tackle happy, I'm going to run 42 keep passes this game. We would love that coordinator. But if they say we're going to run scat protection 48 times and you're going to be in a dome and it's going to be shotgun and they're going to blitz the hell out of you, you're probably not going to love that coordinator as much.
No, not at all. I'm going to be very angry, even if we win, walking up through like, hey, that was kind of a grinder right there, bud. Thank you for that. Like that was a lot of fun. I appreciate that. But if you ran the 42 keepers, I'd be like, hey, bud. Let's run that plan back. That was a really good plan. You could be aggressive. Got your buddy next to you, protecting you. I mean, it's fantastic.
You get to throw at somebody's legs. You get to whip them down the line of scrimmage. And they're so dumb that they'd keep doing it, too. That's the beautiful part. Those D linemen, run left. After the 18th time, you'd be like, God, when are you going to figure this out? I still think we don't run enough keep passes. I don't care any team. They don't get run enough. They don't.
I agree. I don't. Yeah, I don't think they get, because I think that they're easy completions and easy 8 to 10 yard gains all the time. I really believe that.
Yep.
Like the way that if you have a really good tight end too that can sell it on the backside, then slip out late, and and then the running back does.
It's the best, Jerry. The best.
It's almost foolproof in my opinion. I mean,
and
then
there's different things you can run cracks out of it. There's different ways to set the formation up. You can leak a tight end. You can have a receiver run a shallow cross back away. The running back can go out of it. You can do a fullback out of it. It is such a sexy play, and we just for whatever reason don't do it consistently. So
a lot of moving parts, a lot of eye candy that can just really took a defense.
Sexy eye
And all of a
candy.
sudden, those linebackers are like, I can't believe I got to run this. And then they stay flat-footed, and you run the play, and you're like, why did that linebacker not move with it? Well, because they're sick of getting keep passed to death. That's why.
And that's how you get guys to over pursue, and then the cutback lanes are enormous on the backside. It's just it's great. It's really good stuff. It really is. I mean,
it's just great to see how happy this makes you guys. Almost as happy as you are when you're talking about soccer. Bryan, this was great, and we will see how this plays out when we actually get to start seeing this Packers offense and Matt LaFleur, who has refused to define exactly what, for going back to year one, looks like. But every time you bring up, and I did this to him, and I got you want me to give you the whole playbook, Jason? Every time you bring up more outside zone, he doesn't want to talk about it, which tells me that there's something to this theory. We will talk about it again when I join you on the Homer Hour, and we'll talk about it some more when you join us next week. Thanks, buddy. We appreciate you.
All right, guys, take it easy. Stop writing on the screen, Justin.
Well, now he's figured out how to put numbers on the screen. It's like a stamper.
You three are so good. That's my ranking.
Oh, God. Yeah. And
interesting that he put Bryan Bulaga first, because I
don't love that.
That's not usually how I view that setup. I don't mind being third.
I thought you and Blue are at each other's throats all the time.
That's what I thought, too. He's buttering him up. Bye, Bryan. Thanks for stopping.
Later, guys.
Tausch, places that we've stopped by in the past. Hard Rock Casino Rockford. We're probably overdue for another visit.
It's a premier entertainment destination just off of I-90 in Rockford, Illinois. And is today Wednesday? I think today's Wednesday.
All day.
I don't know for sure, but I think it is. If you're an old-timer, 55-plus, get your butt down there. Play some slots, grab a sports book, and then grab a lunch at a heavy discount if you're going to head down to Hard Rock Casino, Rockford. It is a great spot. You have all playing, dining, shopping, and, of course, live shows. And that sports book, which Jesse looks, I don't want to jinx anything. He looks as solid with that Brewers pick as he had. What is Bryan flipping you off for? As we were with that Packer prediction last year. Hard Rock Casino Rockford, a premier entertainment destination just off of I-90 in Rockford, Illinois.
The 10 o'clock hour of Wilde and Tausch, with Jesse still putzing around with the telestrator, starts in 2 minutes, so stick around.
Don't go anywhere. Another hour of Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, is coming up next on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
What life events have you experienced over the past couple of years? Well, maybe one is coming up. The sale of a company, death, divorce, a health crisis, or helping to pay for college or a wedding. Well, Annex Wealth Management has assisted clients with life events, but planning for them can make all the difference. Knowing what you own, why you own it, and how much you're paying for it is a big part of smart financial planning. Annex has an entire in-house team that works together so you can make informed decisions when life events come up. Click Get Started at annexwealth.com.
This is Wisconsin linebacker Mason Posa.
Mason Posa shuts the door.
You're listening to 100.5 ESPN WTLX Monona, Madison.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Good morning, Madison and streamers everywhere. I'm Jesse Nelson. Sports Center brought to you by Goodman's Jewelers, the diamond store of Madison for generations. Check them out, 220 State Street, and online at goodmansjewelers.com. The Milwaukee Brewers, a season best 25 games over 500, 58-33 after sweeping a doubleheader yesterday at Busch Stadium against the St. Louis Cardinals. 4-3 the final in Game 1 with Miz on the mound. 10-2 the final in the nightcap. It got so out of hand, Jackson Chourio batted left-handed with a position player on the mound for the Cardinals in the 9th inning. It was like a preseason game out there. The Brewers eclipsing the fastest to franchise history to 25 games over 500, which was set last season when the team finished with the best regular season record in franchise history. The two teams back at it tonight. The Brewers, by the way, have won 7 in a row this season against the Cardinals, going for 8 tonight. 6:45 first pitch. Pre-game coverage starts just after 6 o'clock following Molly and Jim right here on Madison's home of the Brewers, 100.5 ESPN. Wilde and Tausch continues next.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com. 3-time Wisconsin Sports Writer of the Year, Jason Wilde.
Time now for headlines as we predict what will happen on Sunday as the Packers take on the Vikings at Lambeau Field.
Packers Hall of Famer Mark Tauscher.
I'm going to do something crazy.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio at ESPN Madison.
I'm going to say kissing cousins, pack bikes tie.
And celebrating 10 great years on ESPN Wisconsin.
He missed it again! And will end this crazy game in a tie. Oh my goodness.
This is Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
The 10 o'clock hour of Wilde and Tausch begins now. Got to go a little bit quick here. Get on the ball because we got Uncle Homer coming up. Tausch, I want to ask you this question in the aftermath of our conversation with Bryan Bulaga, which if you joined us late and you missed the soccer talk, you can certainly catch up on that, but you can also catch up on the football talk on our YouTube channel or later on wherever you get your podcasts. Matt LaFleur said something when he was in Arizona for his brother's introduction, where he talked about basically how if you're not adapting to what your players are doing, you're a fossil in this game. That basically this is all about adapting what you do to what your players do best. At the same time, based on that conversation, it does feel like someone who I think authentically tries to keep his guys happy and engaged. Certainly tried very hard to make sure that all those wide receivers that they had were happy, which he didn't succeed at.
Out.
Right?
What's the old saying? You try to please everybody?
You end up pleasing nobody.
How does that go?
Yeah, no,
I think
that's
you piss everybody off. That's what I think it is.
I don't think it.
I don't think that's it.
That's a slightly different version than I was going to go with, but the mentality's the same, and you and I were striving toward that exact same quote, except you closed it out differently. Is that, I don't want to call it a weakness, but how do you find the fine line between being the coach that does do those things and the coach who also says, all right, but look, we're going to do what we do. And I'm sorry that this is not your comfort zone, but you need to be comfortable being uncomfortable, which is another saying we've heard on this show once or twice.
I think this is where making sure you're aligned with your personnel department is really important, because you have a philosophy and a foundation on what you want to build your program on. You want players that can execute that. Now, if you get Randy Moss to fall into your lap, and you're going to say, well, we're just a power-running football team, that's what we do, you're not going to utilize one of your best assets, then you're an idiot. And Matt LaFleur is not an idiot. So I think it is a fine line, but there has to be some give and take, and it always has to come back to, I think the head football coach needs to understand his personnel and also understand this is why I have this job. I know what I do and what our system is works. Doesn't mean it has to be this way and this is my way or the highway. That's not the world of sports, and it shouldn't be. But it also shouldn't be, well, so-and-so doesn't like to run this play, even though it's really good and it works really well. He doesn't want to run it. I got a major problem with that. And I think everybody should. Go ahead and look. I know you always give. Who's the guy that writes those long articles? Bill Barnwell?
Barnwell, yeah.
Grief,
Billy
Jesse?
Barnwell, yeah.
Seth Wickersham, I believe.
Seth
just wrote
Wickersham,
a 67-page article on Sean Payton and how Sean Payton goes about his business. And Sean Payton, by all accounts, can be a real blank. He's on the Bill Parcells school of thought. He's got Bill Belichick's school of thought, where those guys are not. I think they're very strict. Let's put it that way. They have their way of doing things, and they're going to run it. I don't think Sean Payton is quite to that degree, but I could also assure you, if you read that article, there is a lot there that isn't appeasing to Bo Nix or to how they do it. It's Sean Payton has his system. He knows the strengths of his guys, but he's not bending everything to fit for what they're doing. The players also have to do some adjusting to what works and what their coach believes.
I will be very curious.
Jason, in your opinion, who is a good friend of Matt LaFleur has done many countless exclusives with him and has called him from his bed.
No, he was in his bed. He called me. They
Whatever.
were on the road.
Someone
I needed
was
a
in their
quote
bed
for a story.
talking.
Yeah,
one of those.
You have a great relationship.
I was on the couch.
You have a great relationship with Matt LaFleur. Is
Good
he too giving to his players?
I think he tries very hard to make everybody happy and make everyone. I think he's very inclusive. I know I wrote one story about this a while back, where he basically feels like if you make everyone feel like they're truly a part of this, then you get the best out of them. That is one of his philosophies. And yet, what happened to him? And what did he say at the NFL owners' meetings? That he had people that were unhappy with their roles, and those malcontents took a toll on their football team. So I think his heart is in the right place. Look, I
what
like
do you
somebody
think he's learned from that? What has he learned from that?
To me, that's one of the stories that is not going to be in the Milwaukee Magazine piece or in Madison Magazine, I should say, because that's not what we got into. We're getting into some other stuff. But that is certainly a story that I would like to pursue. Is what did you learn?
Yeah, I'd be interested in that. How you've approached it, how you've evolved.
And you're so interested in it, you would need me to send it to you directly in order for you to actually read it? Is that how that would work? Would you find it on your own or not?
With what?
Once that story is written.
You post?
Is there a print version of the magazine that you could hand to him? Because I bet he would read it if you gave him a print version of the magazine.
Like the 67-page story that he printed out from Seth Wickersham.
Yes, that's true. I'm old school like that. I just wonder, we sit here and we talk about, and Matt LaFleur obviously was irritated by that last year.
Mm-hmm.
But is he going to do anything different? Is he going to do anything that changes that?
It's a great question.
He is?
No, it's a great question.
I gotcha. I was hoping you'd have an answer, not another, great question. We got a guy asking questions. This guy says, hey, I don't get enough questions asked to me. Well, I ask you a question, I'm looking for an answer, and I don't know, exclusive sit-down, et cetera, et cetera. He has to be up to here. He has to be up to here with people feeling that way, right? And he can't let that happen again. What do they say about history repeating itself?
Those who do not remember history are doomed to repeat it, I believe is what you're going for. Or somewhere in there it's got to be, it really pisses you off.
I'm hoping that we don't have a disgruntlement talk in January of next year, if and when the Packers are eliminated from the playoffs.
I would just say this. I am not disgruntled with my experience, nor are you disgruntled with your experience with UW Credit Union.
Oh, I thought you were Matt LaFleur. I will tell you about UW Credit Union. You got to see a bunch of their team over at the press conference last night. Obviously, they're hugely involved with the University of Wisconsin and all of the other university schools because UW Credit Union is here for every U, proudly serving Wisconsin for over 90 years. Going to help you reach all of your financial goals. They have the great app. They just make your life easier with UW Credit Union. Join today at uwcu.org, insured by NCUA. Terms and conditions to apply.
Real quick, a little inside baseball or inside journalism here. The stories that I want to do early in training camp or heading into the season, this is one of them. The other is, because I've asked a lot of people about it, and I didn't want to just use it in the middle of June when people aren't probably paying as close of attention to the Packers as they do, say, in August, September, October. When it comes to the wide receivers, is less more or is less less? Because that,
Herman
to me,
Moore.
is also something that
Herman
I'm very
Moore.
curious about.
Jim
to
Less.
explore.
Who's Jim Less?
The old Bradley
We will hear the
basketball coach.
latest one
Is that
call. That's all celebratory.
Les Miles. Miles Teller.
Charlie Moore.
Penn and Teller. Charlie Moore. Yeah. Yeah. All that is true.
This is Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call today, 855-PELLA-WI, and online at PellaWI.com/radio.
Mark Tauscher here for Zimbrick Chevrolet in Sun Prairie, the name you can trust. Well, as sports fans, we always hope our teams get to prove that they're the best at what they do. And guess who's proven over the last several years that they are a best of Madison operation? You got it. Zimbrick Chevrolet in Sun Prairie. Zimbrick service team takes great care of my vehicle anytime I need to bring it in. For serious issues or just for routine maintenance. Tune-ups, battery checks, tire rotations, oil changes, and much more. They're going to make sure all the inner workings of your vehicle are in tip-top shape so you don't get stranded on the side of the road. And of course, if you're in the market for a new or pre-owned vehicle, Zimbrick Chevrolet is the perfect place to start your search. Stop by the dealership or even begin the process online from anywhere at ZimbrickChevrolet.com. There are always great offers to take advantage of each month. View inventory, schedule a service appointment, and learn more about all Zimbrick Chevrolet has to offer that makes them a best of Madison operation. Call or click at ZimbrickChevrolet.com. That's ZimbrickChevrolet.com. Zimbrick Chevrolet in Sun Prairie, the name you can trust.
All the biggest voices, all in one place. The Yingling Legends Line. Exclusive insight from Hall of Famers, All-Stars, and Game Changers, all on the Yingling Legends Line.
Brian Braun, I appreciate you joining us here on Kyle and Brust.
But we just wanted to have fun. You know, baseball's a game of failure and adversity. It's such a long season. You want to find ways to enjoy the success when you have good moments.
The Yingling Legends Line. Crack open a Yingling lager and raise a toast to an American tradition. D.G. Yingling & Son, Pottsville, PA. Enjoy responsibly.
Paul Hansen here, founder of Iron Jock. Worried about the heat this summer? Don't sweat it. Our gear is made for real life. Iron Jock apparel combines moisture wicking with superior cooling and advanced odor-fighting silver ion technology that eliminates 99.9% of odor causing bacteria, so you are fresh for whatever's next. Our focus is simple. Make apparel that performs hard no matter where you are or what you are doing. Visit us at ironjock.com to experience the difference.
Mike, what's one of the most important questions people should be asking about metal roofing?
It should be who's doing the installation. It takes focus, precision, and technical experience. We'll answer all your questions.
After all, we are masters of metal roofing.
I'm Mike.
And Mary Sweta. Enjoy the long-lasting architectural strength and beauty of a Sweta metal roof.
SWITA metalroofing.com.
Sweta Metal Roofing, the last roof you'll ever need.
Get ready for the ultimate Saturday night at Hard Rock Casino Rockford. Join us for the all-new Queen of Hearts drawing at 4, 6, 8, and 10 p.m. This is your chance for royal glory. When your name is drawn, choose the right card and you could win a life-changing jackpot, up to $150,000. The longer the Queen stays hidden, the bigger the jackpot grows. Let's Hard Rock with the Queen of Hearts only at Hard Rock Casino Rockford. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER or text ILGAMB to 833-234.
Shopping for new windows and doors shouldn't feel like a negotiation. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin doesn't believe in games. They never inflate pricing, and there's no high-pressure sales pitch. Just premium windows and doors built for long-term comfort, beauty, and peace of mind. Buy direct through Pella, and one trusted team handles everything with Pella certified installers every step of the way. Real pricing, premium quality, no games. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Schedule your free in-home consultation today at PellaWI.com.
Mark Tauscher here, and you know I love a smart play from the pocket. That's why I joined UW Credit Union. With their mobile banking app, I can make smart plays from anywhere. And with rewards checking perks like early payday, I score my money sooner. Stop by any of their local branches or visit uwcu.org to join and make the smart play by becoming a UW Credit Union member like I did. Federally insured by NCUA. Terms and conditions apply.
The Milwaukee Brewers, the St. Louis Cardinals.
And the first big league knock for Luis Lara is a big one here in St. Louis. He drives in two, and the Brewers lead it 3-0.
Tune in tonight on 100.5 ESPN, Madison's home of the Brewers. Sounds like someone's here to celebrate with us.
10 years with this show? Oh my gosh, what a run.
Wilde and Tausch's 10th anniversary is presented by Steinhoffels.
Greatest show on ESPN Wisconsin, period.
And this celebratory message is brought to us by Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Hey guys, Josh from Heartland here, and I just wanted to say congrats, Wilde and Tausch, on 10 incredible years. What you've built is more than just a sports talk radio show. Your chemistry and the laughs, debates, and unforgettable bits you've given us make this show feel authentic and accessible. Wilde, your passion, your energy, and of course, your follow-up questions are unmatched. Tausch, your stories, your ideas, and humor make every show feel like hanging out with a friend who somehow also played in the NFL. And of course, Jesse, your production work has been excellent. Your production work has been decent. Your production work has been passable. And altogether, you've created something that feels uniquely Wisconsin. So thank you for all the entertainment, all the memories, and all the mornings you've made better over the last decade. Congrats, and here's to many more.
Oh, Josh. We appreciate that. That was really well done. Jesse, with your passable production work, thank you for your service. And thank you to all of our fans that have sent along their messages. Jesse, I had a few people ask me if they could send their own messages. Is there a way for them to do that?
Yes, there is. So again, you can text us on the Carbless ESPN Wisconsin talk and text line, 844-770-3776. Send a text. Let me know if you're interested in sharing a celebratory message, and I can respond to you on the Carbless text line. You can't send them via text. That doesn't work. But if you let us know that you're interested, I can get in touch with you, and then we can sort out how they can send those over, and we'll get them up and ready to go.
Well, I think that the ethos of this show is, with a few occasional exceptions, that it's not about us. And it is about entertaining and educating and having fun with our fans. And so we appreciate all the messages that we've gotten already. It's a little bit out of my comfort zone that we do this, but I really appreciate hearing from all these folks that have sent their messages already, and we'll continue to play them as we continue to get them. We need to get to Uncle Homer. That has been today's One Call That's All celebratory message presented by Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all. You know the saying, and those are the calls that we've been getting. I hope you never have to make the call to David and his team, because that means you've never been injured in an accident. But if you have been, that's the call to make. 414-276-6666. 414-276-6666. Gruber Law Offices, one call. That's all. We make a call on the Yuengling Goat hotline.
I just want to jump in here, and I know we got to get to Homer, but Matthew S. on Twitter, we haven't talked Brewers at all. What a day yesterday. Miz gives up. Did he throw a 106.7 mile an hour fastball? Was that fake news or is that true?
I didn't see 106. I was driving
saw it on
during
Twitter,
much of the
so
game,
take that
though.
for what it's worth. That would be crazy. But anybody else kind of digging what old Ortiz is doing at third base? Matthew S. does. At shortstop, a 559 OPS with 1 dong. At third base, 806 OPS, 2 dongs, and he's hitting 306 plus. He's playing. I saw a couple of plays last night. He's throwing guys out from his keister. He's digging, but he is playing some good ball at third. Is it that he's hitting better because he doesn't have as much? Like, it's pretty dang impressive. And what the Brewers are doing is just unbelievable. So I just wanted to give you my Brewers minute because I know we don't talk a ton. I saw this tweet and I thought, atta babe. And a new guy, he's flying. I didn't know he had wheels on wheels, man.
The new guy.
Luis Lara making his Major League debut last night.
Lara, you see him. He goes from first to home like he's just – it's insane. Like, the talent on this team is – we got a few potential all-stars on this team.
This guy's dead.
Listen. What? Jesse, you said it felt like a Bishop's charity game last night on your drive back or whatever you were doing.
Jackson Churio hit left-handed against a position player on the mound in the 9th inning. It was a Bishop's charity game. It was lower quality than the Micah Parsons charity softball game.
But a heck of a lot more entertaining than the Vikings-Packer game that Jason so covered in depth. It's crazy. The Cardinals are supposedly the old gold standard, right? This series yesterday was just fun and awesome to watch. It was just fun. It was fun.
There's 2 games left of it.
I know. It's a never-ending series. We clinched the season series against the Cardinals already, boys. Huh?
Won 7 in a row against them.
Something else. Fun squad.
What a deal.
Fun squad. Let's get to Homer. Next.
This is Wilde and Tausch, driven by Zimbrick Chevrolet in Sun Prairie on 100.5 ESPN. See their full inventory at ZimbrickChevrolet.com.
Mark Tauscher here, and there is nothing better on a hot summer day than cracking open an ice-cold Coors Light. Coors Light brewed with a 3-step cold process, cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged, so it's actually made to chill. The mountains on Coors Light's cold-activated bottles and cans turn blue, so you know it is chilled to perfection, and there's nothing quite like the feeling of opening up the cooler and snagging an ice-cold Coors Light with those beautiful blue mountains painted perfectly on the side of the can. Refreshingly cold and only 102 calories, Coors Light is made to chill. Celebrate responsibly. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
ESPN Wisconsin celebrates Wilde and Tausch's 10-year anniversary, presented by Steinhoffels.
Our very first guest,
Aaron Rodgers. Give us an over-under on what number would you set for how many shows we do together?
Daily, 52 weeks a year. I'm going to say you do about 230.
Wilde and Tausch's 10th anniversary is also brought to you by Sendix, by Outdoor Living Unlimited, by Gruber Law Offices, and by Events by Design.
Mike, what's one of the most important questions people should be asking about metal roofing?
It should be who's doing the installation. It takes focus, precision, and technical experience. We'll answer all your questions.
After all, we are masters of metal roofing.
I'm Mike.
And Mary Sweta. Enjoy the long-lasting architectural strength and beauty of a Sweta metal roof.
SWITA metalroofing.com.
Sweta Metal Roofing, the last roof you'll ever need.
It's a great day for Brewers baseball, and with Brewers checking from Associated Bank, you get a powerful lineup of perks all season. Leading off is Express Entry with incredible speed. Next up, 20% off gear at the Brewers team store. Sporty stuff. And third, up to 50% off home game tickets. But if you can believe it, there's even more you can score. Because with Brewers checking, you get the strongest lineup in baseball. Only from Associated Bank. Join the crew at AssociatedBank.com/Brewers. Member FDIC.
Vortex Golf makes rangefinders for serious golfers who need an accurate number every time. With 3 options, the Blade, Blade Slope, and Anarch, there's a Vortex rangefinder that fits your game. Crystal clear optics and features like image stabilization keep you steady in big moments. Plus, every Vortex Golf product is backed by a no questions asked lifetime warranty. If you're looking for an accurate number every time, Vortex Golf belongs on your bag. Grab yours and everything you need for golf season in Wisconsin at Shields.com.
The News 3 Now First Warn Weather Team is certified for delivering the most accurate forecast in the entire state of Wisconsin. Morning meteorologist Savannah Brito.
When you're making plans, the weather often has other plans.
Evening meteorologist Blaze Keller.
At home, at work, or on the go, when we know, you'll know.
Chief meteorologist Alex Harrington.
Our team has the experience you can count on and the accuracy you can trust.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather, keeping you ahead of the storms.
Your Honda gets you everywhere. When it needs service, you need Zimbrick Honda service. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it for yourself at 2 convenient Madison service locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. From simple maintenance to expert repairs, Honda certified technicians handle it all. Stop in for an express oil change at Fish Hatchery Road on Saturdays. No appointment necessary. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop local. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
A strong team makes all the difference, and Everlight Solar just expanded theirs. Everlight now offers roofing and exterior services for homeowners dealing with storm damage. From the first call to the final repair, Everlight quickly handles everything under one roof. When your roof takes a hit, you've got a team behind you. Start today at everlightroofing.com. That's everlightroofing.com. Everlight, powering through any storm. A proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics.
Homer on Wilde and Tausch is brought to you by Olson Toon Landscaping, helping homeowners and businesses across Dane County create and maintain outdoor spaces since 1997. Learn more and contact the team today at olsontoon.com.
Whatever you do, make sure you do it right. Whatever you do, make sure you do it right. You're making love, or starting the schoolyard.
Joining us now, better late than never, not his fault, ours, on the Yuengling Goat Hotline. Yuengling, 197 years is crazy. Now 1 year in Wisconsin. DJ
Homer's
Yuengling
been around
son.
for all of them. He's been around for all of them.
He's been on hold that long. Good morning, Homer. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you guys?
Well, great. Thanks for asking.
Homer, are you as? And I apologize for getting you late.
First, I want to. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
10, because I got about 5 minutes. All right. You've been doing this 10 years. The Jason gets away with this stuff, and you don't call him on. It's not about us. Yes, it's all about you. That's what a radio show is. It's all about you. And in fact, you understand that, Jason, because when you decided to do the show, you said, I got to do it with Tauscher. If it wasn't all about you, you'd have picked anybody because it's all about whoever else you want to act like it's about, which of course it is. So I honor both of you for 10 years because it is all about you, and that's why it's been successful. Next question. Oh,
so
by
Homer,
the way, I want to credit Cheerio because he changed something. It used to be in baseball you had position player pitching. He created the addition of banana ball to a position player pitching. Because now, when the position player pitches, he decided, I'll bat left-handed instead of right-handed. This is just the addition of banana ball in situations where one team is given up as to what now can be done. I expect maybe some flips or different things. Anything is acceptable given the success of banana ball. Yep, this is just
so. The Savannah bananization of Major League Baseball. Is that what you're saying?
When a team gives up. Yes, when a team gives up. You got to have a team putting a position player in as a pitcher. Once that position player goes on the mound, banana ball is live.
I'm on board. I saw some of the purists didn't like it. Well, do you like it when a guy comes in and throws an ethos and he doesn't pitch? Like I don't have any problem with it. Do we want to have 10-run rule like there is in every other level, or is this?
Fans will want a position player to come in because that means banana ball. That's going to be the next move. Bring in a new pitcher. Yeah. Oh yeah. What? When do you decide to go banana ball?
Homer, you know what else they should do? If you stick around and it becomes bananization, where the pitcher that doesn't pitch or an outfielder that's pitching and guys are batting the other way, they should also go like dollar soda. And it should also, once they do that, make this thing like a carnival. And just have dollar sodas and 50-cent brats.
You made it even better. You nailed it.
Don't you think?
Yep.
Make it about the fans at that point, because the game is it's all going to be entertainment. You're not coming back. You're bringing in somebody that doesn't pitch. Make it a bananas. I like it.
Once you go banana ball, you are giving people extra entertainment. You could raise the value of all these. Because they're getting something they didn't pay for. There's no idea that they know this is going to occur. But
what about if you do that? You have to have banana. Do they have banana splits at ballparks yet, or is it just ice cream? Because a banana split, they could do banana splits.
Mark Tauscher in charge of banana ball division in Major League Baseball. I'm pushing for that.
So, Homer, in all seriousness, though, wasn't yesterday just another day of a great reminder of the organizational strength that this Brewers team has?
Yes. Yeah. No, and I'm wondering what they're going to do, because Woody's done. You can't count on Woody in the playoffs, so they got to make a change there. And, by the way, Ortiz is amazing. It's all about hitting. He's been a great fielder. Maybe he needed someone to take his position or have some because his performance and change is more amazing than The Miz.
What? No. Come on.
Oh, yeah. That's how bad he was.
That's Pommy, Homer. Can you agree that's Pommy?
No, just now. It's not he's a better player. It's the change from what he was. The game in which Miz had the Maddox, people said the more amazing thing was Ortiz had a single and a double. It's one of the games he pitched.
Wow.
Now, his level of play from where he was to where he is now is more amazing than The Miz. And The Miz is, of course, amazing.
I can't get on board with that. But what is amazing, and how do you balance the bringing these young guys up, and you're doing it in July, how do you balance that with chasing a championship and trying to finally get over the hump? As good as this team has been, and we saw it last year, do you think the Brewers are is this how you would handle it too? You keep bringing these young guys up? Or do you how are you liking the way it's going?
Whatever they do, I approve. Whatever they do,
I agree. It's crazy,
but
I agree.
The issue is they have to add a stud pitcher because you can't count on Woody. I don't care what Woody does. If Woody is more amazing the rest of the regular season than The Miz, you still got to bring in another pitcher because you don't know when he's going to get hurt, and you can't afford that to ruin a season in which you can win the World Series, even though you'll always be the underdog. But the dog is much smaller this year. The dog is so much smaller. That should be the slogan. Yeah, we're an underdog,
dog is smaller,
but the dog is much, much smaller this year. I'm gonna write that one down. I think that's one of my top 5 ever, I think.
Hey, Homer, did I see something yesterday that you can write that down, that you and Jason got into a little argument about Matt LaFleur? Did I see that right?
No,
we
got in an argument over him bringing up a topic that Matt LaFleur doesn't care. I believe the number of people that believe that is so small that it isn't worthy of attention. It would be like saying Matt LaFleur is a dog. No, I'm not going to address that. He's obviously not a dog. I don't believe people think he doesn't care. They just don't think he's good enough, tough enough. The caring is not a part of it. It's how he cares. Is he soft? He cares, but he's soft. And you win if you're soft. Does he care? Of course. No one questions. They question how he does things, not that he doesn't care. But that's Jason thinks. Some people think he doesn't care, and that's what the debate that we had.
He definitely cares.
That he's not competitive enough. Like he's not. He doesn't have a killer instinct. All these things.
Address that. I got to run. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it, Mike.
Quick segment today. Gave himself the hook early.
Odd how that played out. I don't know why that would have played out the way it did. It's very strange. That is Steve the Homer True. You can listen to him every weekday on the Homer Hour. I will talk to him a little bit later today. I am on with him on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Thursdays are also one of the Bryan Bulaga days on his program, so be sure to tune in for that. Tausch, tell us about American Family Insurance, if you don't mind.
I'd love to. We were just talking Brewers. Make Brewers game day a dream for the whole family at the parking lot patio during Kids Day. Before you head into AmFam Field on July 19th and August 9th, stop by parking lot patio next to the third base gate entrance and let the fun begin. Free face painting, temporary tattoos, photo ops, yard games, free giveaways, and live music from local DJs. It is the perfect pregame stop for families. Come early, have fun, and make it a day to remember. And that's all thanks to American Family Insurance.
I will explain what Tausch asked Homer about next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
Is this the year the Brewers make a push at the trade deadline?
You open a window so you can climb through it. You don't open a window so you can sit on the ledge and wonder what's going to happen if you jump.
Madison's home of the Brewers, 100.5 ESPN.
What life events have you experienced over the past couple of years? Well, maybe one is coming up. The sale of a company, death, divorce, a health crisis, or helping to pay for college or a wedding. Well, Annex Wealth Management has assisted clients with life events, but planning for them can make all the difference. Knowing what you own, why you own it, and how much you're paying for it is a big part of smart financial planning. Annex has an entire in-house team that works together so you can make informed decisions when life events come up. Click Get Started at annexwealth.com.
Rah. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute.
This Badger Minute is brought to you by Steinhoffels. Shop Beauty Rest mattresses at Steinhoffels. Queen start at only $1,499, or get $500 off Beauty Rest Black King adjustable base sets. Only at Steinhoffels. With your Badger Minute, I'm Riley Yauk. New Badgers AD Shawn Eichorst appeared on Wilde and Tausch Monday morning and made it clear he's hit the ground running.
Talk is cheap. You got to actually do it. And the way you do it is you got to build a program where people want to be a part of it. They don't want to just write checks out of the box unless they see some sort of return. I've talked to probably our top 25 donors. I've talked to a lot of student athletes. I've talked to our head coaches. Most often what they're telling me is what can I do to help?
Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin doesn't play games, just straightforward pricing, premium quality, and trusted Pella certified installation. Visit PellaWI.com today.
Creating lasting impressions every season, every day. That's the Olson Toon landscaping difference. Since 1997, Olson Toon has been transforming outdoor spaces across Dane County. From landscaping and concrete to excavation and maintenance, they're your one team for everything outdoors, keeping your property looking its best year-round. With experienced professionals and a collaborative approach, every project is built around your vision. Ready to elevate your space? Let's get started. Head to olsontoon.com today.
Bringing summer gatherings to the next level is just another thing we do at Celebrations Entertainment. Hi, it's Jeffrey. With rental items like sound equipment, photo booths, and even yard games, you can make your event the party that everyone talks about. Any event like graduation parties, block parties, or even a backyard barbecue can be elevated with fun, interactive items to make everyone ask, hey, how'd you pull this off? Just tell them celebrationsentertainment.com. That's celebrationsentertainment.com.
Chevy trucks have you covered when the road takes you from smooth sailing to Chevy Colorado will eat up some of the toughest terrains with 5 available drive modes. And Silverado and Silverado HD have the muscle to take you out for some serious with multiple engine options and impressive towing. While Silverado EV is the perfect combo of performance and capability, making it a snap to hitch up this electric truck and hit the road. Wherever the road leads, Chevy trucks are right there with you. See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
This is Aaron Brown, owner of Siding Unlimited, letting you know that Siding Unlimited installs Pella windows and doors. That's right, Siding Unlimited installs windows, and we do it really well. Earning the prestigious Pella Platinum Premier National Certified Contractor of the Year Award 5 times. New windows, our expert team will deliver on a smooth, hassle-free installation, making you feel proud of calling Siding Unlimited for your window project. What's the next step? Call 608-220-0005 or go to sidingunlimited.com.
Whether you're grilling outside, sitting on the patio, or watching the game, summer is the perfect time to sip on a cocktail made with Door County Distillery. Handcrafted award-winning spirits made locally in beautiful Door County. Hey, it's Alex Stroh. Mix up a G&T with that signature green bottle of gin, or sip on it with a couple of rocks, my favorite, the Door County Distillery Bourbon. Made in Door County, available all over the state, including right here in the Madison area. Local, affordable, award-winning. That's what it's all about. It's Door County Distillery. Find the retailer nearest you, doorcountydistillery.com.
The Milwaukee Brewers, the St. Louis Cardinals.
And the first big league knock for Luis Lara is a big one here in St. Louis. He drives in two, and the Brewers lead it 3-0.
Tune in tonight on 100.5 ESPN, Madison's home of the Brewers.
Thanks to Homer. Banana ball, huh? Have you watched any of that?
I haven't, but it's obviously a huge hit.
Selling out football
hit, and I totally agree. If for people that are all up in arms, and I saw a few folks giving Churio a lot of grief for hitting left-handed, get over it, man. Like at that point in the time, at that point, you're not disrespecting the game. You're playing the game, and you're trying to have some fun. If it's a route, you don't want to sit there and add on and pour it on. I didn't have a problem with it. I don't know how you felt about it, if you saw it. But
I loved it.
I didn't.
I thought it was
think
great.
It was a big deal.
Are they disrespecting the game by having a position player pitch?
No, they're saving their bullpen.
Right.
Doubleheader. It's a 5-game series.
Right.
It is what it is.
So you're batting against a position player who's throwing beer league softball pitches up there.
36 miles an hour on a fastball, or whatever you would call a 36-mile-an-hour pitch.
Like, I'm not sure I understand the fun police. I thought it was fine, and by the way, it's not like he swung and missed and corkscrewed himself into the ground. He hit the ball really hard. For not hitting with the way he normally hits. My point with Homer yesterday, and I don't know what got clipped and what you saw, but is that I think there's people that just so strongly dislike him that they think he cares more about his eyebrows than they think he cares about winning, and he's not competitive enough, and the stuff we were talking about earlier about trying to keep everyone happy.
Did eyebrows come up?
They did.
You brought it up, did you?
I did.
Oh, all right. Okay. Continue.
So, I mean, do I think that there's a large population of people that think he doesn't care enough about winning? No, but they are there, and I think it speaks to the level of frustration that section of the fan base feels about a coach who has won a lot of football games but hasn't gotten them to a Super Bowl, and we're kind of getting into that window where fan bases get restless without Super Bowl appearances. Right? I mean, look,
right on in.
96, 97, then you get back in 2010, so you're talking about a 13, 14-year gap, right, between titles anyway. And now we're into year 16 since they went to the Super Bowl in your last season. You've been retired a long time now. Like, that's a long time, and the natives are restless, and I get it.
They are,
and yes, but the idea that they care more than LaFleur does, or that LaFleur isn't, I don't know if you want him to walk around. This all got started with this idea that compartmentalizing the disappointment of the way the season went last season, like this idea that he's not walking around muttering to himself, I can't believe we blew a 21-3 halftime lead. I can't believe we gave up 25 points in the fourth quarter. Like, there's no point in that sticking with you forever. You learn your lessons from it, and then you move on, and you do something about it. And he's trying to do that. But, this idea that you have to keep beating yourself up over the way you lost that playoff game, I just don't agree with it. You learn from it and you move on. There's nothing you can do about it now. It's over. And yeah, it sucked. I get it. But, like, I think Matt LaFleur's job is not to live in the past, is to figure out how to be better in the future.
I'm going to tell you this, too. For people that don't think that sticks with you, that loss, regardless of what he does the rest of his career, will stick with him.
Right.
Always. And I'm certain everything he's doing work-wise is to rid the thoughts of that game.
And you say that speaking from experience, having...
No, I'm just telling you, you know this. Losses always stick harder with players, coaches.
Mm-hmm.
They will always remember it. And I think even the great victories that you have, they do lessen that blow, and it dulls the reminder of bad losses. But that's part of the deal. That's what you sign up for. And coaches, it is their job to move forward, find out ways, use that experience to not let that happen again. But the bottom line on the whole thing is those things stick with you forever. It's just a matter of if you can move on. Like, look at the San Antonio Spurs. I think one of the great resilient stories we've ever seen, because most teams at that age would have been gutted by Ray Allen drilling that three when they had all that stuff. They had the velvet ropes out, the trophy out, the ice on the champagne, everything.
Mm-hmm.
They get their guts and heart ripped out, and they end up coming back. And I bet if you asked Tim Duncan, and if you asked Manu, they would still say, yeah, that was a great championship, and we love the fact that we bounced back, but we should have had another one. That one was pulled from us. But that group was able to show the resiliency to do it. And that, I believe, is the hardest thing in sports.
We'll get to the 11 o'clock hour coming up after I remind you that you don't have to jump on a plane or board a cruise ship to feel like you've escaped. Your next getaway is waiting for you in Milwaukee at Potawatomi Casino Hotel. You can stay in the biggest hotel rooms in Milwaukee. There's nearly 500 of them. They're beautifully designed. There's luxury suites. They're perfect for a weekend reset, a date night, or celebrating something big. And you're just steps away from all the fun stuff happening inside. And if you're hungry, and you better be hungry because there's lots of options. Dream Dance Steakhouse, The Marketplace, Rockin' Brews, Canal Street Cafe, Ruyi Asian Kitchen, Cream City Coffee Company. They all have food and drink specials, and they're happening all the time. And if you're planning a wedding, a birthday, or an anniversary, their event spaces are built to make it unforgettable. Sophisticated relaxation, incredible flavor, and a full night out all in one place at Potawatomi Casino Hotel. The 11 o'clock hour starts in 2 minutes, so stick around.
Don't go anywhere. Another hour of Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, is coming up next on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Mark Tauscher here, and take it from me, the best game nights start with Pizza Hut. Try the new crispy Parm Pan Pizza, featuring crispy baked Parmesan on the crust for a golden cheesy crunch in every bite. For a limited time, get a medium one-topping crispy Parm Pan for just $10, or make it a large for just $3 more. Order online at pizzahut.com or download the Pizza Hut app to order and find more great deals. The new crispy Parm Pan Pizza, available now at Pizza Hut. And remember, no one out-pizzas the Hut.
This is Derek Engler. You're listening to a Good Karma Brands radio station, 100.5 ESPN WTLX Monona, Madison.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Good morning, Madison and streamers everywhere. I'm Jesse Nelson. Sports Center brought to you by Ridgetop Exteriors, Wisconsin's premier roofing, siding, and window contractor since 2002. Visit them at ridgetopexteriors.com. Milwaukee Brewers are now a season-best 25 games over 500, the fastest they've gotten to 25 games over 500 in franchise history, eclipsing the record they set last year when they finished with the best record in baseball. Brewers win a pair yesterday in the doubleheader at Busch Stadium against the St. Louis Cardinals. 4-3 the final score with Miz on the mound in Game 1. 10-2 they crushed the Cardinals in the night version of the doubleheader. Luis Lara making his major league debut last night. Joey Ortiz going yard. The Brewers putting up a big inning offensively in the 7th inning to help open things up. against the Cardinals. Again, the Brewers now 25 games over 500 at 58-33. They've won 7 in a row this season against the Cardinals, trying to make it 8 tonight. Game 4 of the 5-game set in St. Louis, 6:45 first pitch here on Madison's home of the Brewers, 100.5 ESPN.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com. 3-time Wisconsin Sports Writer of the Year, Jason Wilde.
Joining us now is the Green Bay Packers' new head coach, Matt LaFleur on Wilde and Tausch.
Packers Hall of Famer Mark Tauscher.
Matt LaFleur, Matt Nagy, and Matt Patricia. Who is the most famous non-NFC North head coach not named Matt? No, I'm sorry.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio at ESPN Madison.
Who is the most famous non-NFC North head coach named Matt? Matt Damon, Matt Ryan, somebody else.
And celebrating 10 great years on ESPN Wisconsin.
Can you repeat that question?
Sorry.
This is Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
The 11 o'clock hour of Wilde and Tausch, which will include trivia and the return of Whoa Nelly, as opposed to Whoa Rye Guy, Whoa Riley, Whoa Wooly, and Whoa Win.
I like
Wowen.
Wowen was good.
That was very popular yesterday. But before we can do that, Rob Domofsky joins us? Is that right? No. Sort of. Right, Jesse?
Rob Domofsky said something interesting over at ESPN.com and in our ESPN app notifications. I saw this video. I thought it was a compelling jumping off point for us to have a little discussion about the Green Bay Packers a few weeks out from training camp. So here is 45 seconds of Bold Bob talking about players. Well, actually, we should guess this before I play it. The premise of the article, or the video, is...
This is kind of going like that Evan Cohen joining the Barry
No,
Alvarez.
it's going much better. It's going much better.
What the hell are you talking about right now?
So
I don't have a clue what you're even talking about.
Neither does he.
Rob Domofsky coming on the show? What are we doing here?
Rob Domofsky is not coming on the show. Rob Domofsky
In spirit.
recorded a video that's up at ESPN.com. Who are the 2 players that the Packers need more out of in 2026?
There's lots of players. There's not just 2. We just have to guess the 2 that he guessed.
You got to pick 2. Who are your 2? And then we'll
pick 20-ish. Can I go with 20-ish type of players?
The fun thing about 2 is that you get 1 on offense, 1 on defense, and you got to narrow it down and you got to choose. There's a lot of guys that we all would say that you need more out of in 2026, but you got to pick 2.
This is easy for me. All right, I am going to pick my 2. I'm going to go Lucas Van Ness and Jordan Morgan are my 2.
I'm going to guess. Are we picking our own, or are we trying to guess what Rob guessed?
You guys are different. I need a vacation.
Should have been here yesterday.
Pick your 2 that you think the Packers need more out of, and then I will unveil who Rob says, and we'll compare and contrast.
Matthew Golden and Javon Bullard.
All right. Here is Rob Domofsky.
Here are 2 players, 1 on each side of the ball, that the Packers could use more from this season. First is receiver Matthew Golden. He was their first-round pick last year, and he made a minimal impact as a rookie, in part because there were so many receivers that needed the ball that he just didn't get that many targets. Until the playoff game, that is, when Golden showed what he could do when given the ball. On defense, it's 4th-round pick Barron Sorrell. Packers are going to need pass rush from somewhere after losing Rashawn Gary and Kingsley Enagbari this offseason, and while waiting for Micah Parsons, who's expected to miss the start of the season. And Sorrell has shown improved pass rush moves throughout this offseason and now needs to carry it over into year 2.
There you go.
You and Rob, couple of brothers just knowing their business, man. got one mind.
I said Javon Bullard.
He's got one. No, you said Matthew Golden. I think to our point when Jesse so brilliantly set this up that we had no clue what the hell he was talking about, there's a lot of guys that the Green Bay Packers need more of. I don't know, like, how many guys could you say, and I know the old saying, if you're not growing, you're dying, and if you're staying the same, you can't stay the same.
If you're not growing, you're dying?
Yeah. In the professional world? Yeah.
Plants?
Hey, let me ask you, how many businesses don't grow that succeed over a 20-year period of time? You guys tell me the answer. We'll just stay flat, or if we lose a little bit, no big deal. When that keeps happening, athletics, if you aren't growing,
I think the phrase the phrase you were looking for was adapt or die?
No.
If you're not growing, you're not dying.
You're either getting better or getting worse.
No, I said, if you ain't growing, you're dying. If you ain't growing, you're dying. Ask anybody that owns a business.
All right, I'm going to look
How is it if you stay flat for 10 years? Have all the costs of your work stayed flat? Has the price of inflation stayed flat? No, if you're not growing, you're dying. And it's no more than athletics. If you ain't getting better, it's over. Somebody younger and cheaper is going to replace you, period. So from a Packers standpoint, I have a hard time with Rob. Rob could say Sorrell. I don't know how much is expected. He had a good game in a Bishop's charity game. Everybody thinks Lucas Van Ness, we need a hell of a lot more out of Lucas Van Ness than we do Sorrell. Sorrell's a 4th-round pick. Van Ness going into an option year. He needs to be a dog. He's a top 15 pick. Like, what are we doing here, Robbie? Matthew Golden, I can't argue that. No doubt about it. But Jordan Morgan, you don't think we need more out of Jordan Morgan? He's going to be your starting left tackle, bruh. And he's got to play great. The O-line needs to be markedly better. And, oh, boy, 77's going to be the guy that everybody's looking at. So Rob had a tough job here. There is numerous players that the Green Bay Packers need more of.
Agreed.
Need more out of. And I think all of these guys are on that list. But man, I put my top 2 against anybody, and I'm going to win the debate.
You do say so yourself.
Let's debate it.
Yeah, no.
Let's debate it.
No, because the 2 guys that you mentioned are both very much deserving of being on that list. But I think the point you're making is the more important one, which is if they're going to be the team that they think they are capable of being, there's a hell of a lot of people that have to do that. And not only are your 2 and my 2 on that list, but they need more consistently from Devontae Wyatt if he stays healthy. They need more from certainly their corners who have been inconsistent. How about a guy like Edgerrin Cooper, who had some great moments as a rookie, but was not nearly as impactful by his own admission last season? They need a lot more from him. He needs to be special. And I like my picks, too, as much as you like yours. They're going to give Matthew Golden every opportunity to be an extremely productive player. He has to take advantage of that. And I still think Javon Bullard is going to be the breakout player on their defense. According to what I found here, William S. Burroughs, the original quote is, "When you stop growing, you start dying."
That's
so
basically what I said. Did I not? Is that not basically what I said?
It is.
Maybe a little more concise.
Well, I know that's not good for this show.
Tausch is going to tell us about MoMA after you tell us what call you'd like for trivia, Jesse.
It's Wisconsin Geography Wednesday. You know it's going to be an up north theme, given our conversation from before I went on vacation.
Joe do them?
He did not. No, I didn't see Up North Joe this week. They didn't make it up this week. Caller 20. This is going to be a popular one. Caller 20.
All right, caller 20 for Wilde and Tausch Trivia, 844-770-3776, 844-770-3776. Caller 20 plays trivia after Tausch tells us about MoMA.
Well, if you've been putting up with pain in your knee, shoulder, back, neck, really any joint or muscle pain, I was like this, man. I'll tough it out. Believe me, I've played ball for a long time. I've had to deal with a lot of stuff. Deal with the aches and pains. You don't always have to just fight through stuff. I needed some help, and I decided to partner with MoMA, Midwest Orthopedic and Musculoskeletal Alliance. And again, told you this earlier, I like being able to go into a spot, park my car, go, get my treatment, and get out the door. That's what they allow you to do. And whether you need care in one of these many offices, the surgery center, Smart Scan, Mosh, I've been going to ortho lasers, been getting some blood flow. I have never felt better this year than I do after my time over at Ortho Laser. MoMA can get you back to what you're doing, and you can do it without the pain that you have. I recommend seeing their team, checking out what you need, and they're going to help you take care of it. Call or walk in today.
Trivia presented by Cousin Subs and Vortex Golf is next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call today, 855-PELLA-WI, and online at PellaWI.com/radio.
Since 1956, Hallman Lindsay Paints has been making paint in Wisconsin for Wisconsin. Because of their commitment to making great paint for Wisconsinites, Hallman Lindsay has grown over the years to 27 locations in this great state. Headquarters in Sun Prairie with a state-of-the-art facility, Hallman Lindsay has the paints you need to make your job better. From do-it-yourself to professional, Hallman Lindsay has paint for everyone. Visit one of their local locations today in Madison, Sun Prairie, Middleton, and Janesville.
All day, every day, the Carbless Talk and Text line is open for you. 844-770-3776. The Carbless Talk and Text line. This is more.
Join the Madison Money Guy, Christian Finfrock, for Retirement Income Strategies, Saturday and Sunday mornings at 7. Get the information you need as you plan for retirement. That's Retirement Income Strategies, Saturday and Sunday mornings at 7. Investment advisory services offered through Retirement Income Strategies, an SEC-registered investment advisor.
This is Aaron Brown, owner of Siding Unlimited, letting you know that Siding Unlimited installs Pella windows and doors. That's right, Siding Unlimited installs windows, and we do it really well. Earning the prestigious Pella Platinum Premier National Certified Contractor of the Year Award 5 times. New windows, our expert team will deliver on a smooth, hassle-free installation, making you feel proud of calling Siding Unlimited for your window project. What's the next step? Call 608-220-0005 or go to sidingunlimited.com.
It's ESPN Wisconsin's Ben Bruss talking about our great friends at Road America. Turn your day into an experience at Road America. Just a short drive from Milwaukee and Green Bay, this legendary track offers more than just racing. Walk the grounds, explore every corner, and watch action from wherever you want. Kids 16 and under get in free with a paying adult at the gate. And on-site camping lets you stay all weekend. WeatherTech Vintage Weekend with Brian Redmond is coming to Road America July 16th through the 19th. Great food, great views, and non-stop action. Road America, where racing meets the outdoors. Check out roadamerica.com.
Mark Tauscher here. People ask, why did I join UW Credit Union? Well, let's break it down. Convenient local branches, easy to use mobile banking app, rewards checking with early payday, and that beautiful Bucky debit card. Also, they've been serving Wisconsin since 1931, which means they have local expertise that's actually local. So stop by a branch or visit uwcu.org to join today and become a UW Credit Union member like I did. Federally insured by NCUA. Terms and conditions apply.
Steady. Ah, I hit my thumb.
What's up, Madison? It's Stacy from Bruner Realty. Did you swear that you'd get that house project done ages ago and now it's causing you real pain? From leaky faucets to light fixtures, let our handyman team at Bruner Realty fix it all. Fast, friendly, and without the agony. We take care of it so you don't have to. Visit fixedbybruner.com. That's fixedbybruner.com.
Running a business doesn't leave time to wait. You need answers and a banker who responds. At Starion Bank, you work directly with local decision makers who understand your business and act quickly. No runaround, no delays, just solutions. The right banking relationship makes a difference, especially when things get complicated. Starion Bank, built for the long game. Visit starionbank.com to get started today.
Life moves fast. Your car should move with it. At Zimbrick Chevrolet, they've got a vehicle and payment options that fit every stage of your journey. Just graduated? Start smart in a Chevy Trax. Stylish, efficient, and budget-friendly. Growing your family? The Equinox gives you the space and versatility you need. And when life gets even bigger, the Traverse or Tahoe is ready for it all. Kids, carpools, and road trips. Visit them today in Sun Prairie or online at ZimbrickChevrolet.com. Zimbrick Chevrolet, the name you can trust.
Wilde and Tausch on 100.5 ESPN is brought to you by Everlight Solar. Save money, save the planet. Everlight Solar.
Time now for trivia presented by Cousin Subs and Vortex Golf.
Wilde and Tausch Trivia is brought to you by Cousin Subs. Cool down with the summer shake from Cousin Subs. Enjoy 4 delicious flavors: vanilla, chocolate, strawberry, and mint. Cousin Subs. We believe in better. And by Vortex Golf. Trivia winners this week receive a hat, ball marker, sticker, and a blade rangefinder courtesy of Vortex Golf. Rangefinders you can bet on.
Let's welcome in our contestant. He's called us to wish us a happy anniversary on the one call that's all celebratory messages. And now he's playing trivia. It's been a while. Levi, good morning, buddy. How are you?
Good morning, everybody. How's it going today?
I don't know how you can't be in a good mood when you hear from Levi. All right, Levi, I hope that you are feeling good after we're done playing.
Hey, have we rectified this whole deal? Because Jesse besmirched Levi back in the day. Have we finally gotten to terms that Levi didn't steal Jesse's mouse? Or do we think that he did? Have we gotten... You're Mr. Law and Order, J-Dog. What's the final verdict on this?
Maybe you missed that show like I missed the show where we learned... that Jana was getting married. I feel like we've made this a shtick, and everyone knows as Levi came on the program and defended his honor in the immediate aftermath, he was very clear that he did not steal it. Yeah.
You know, I know he defended himself, but I mean, every defendant defends themselves. What was the verdict?
Yeah, I look, Jesse's the one who levied the accusation. I have not.
You're the judge.
Much like the Josh Jacobs. Much like the Josh Jacobs situation, we're still collecting evidence.
Oh,
really? Okay. I didn't know that. I didn't know that this case was ongoing. Okay, I thought it was. I thought it was ruled. I thought it was done.
So watch yourself, Levi. All right, Levi, question 1 is this.
Haven't paid enough attention to the sports information director, Tim, at Stevens Point. I might have to shift the investigation more that direction.
Oh, you think the SID stole your mouse?
Well, you sure accuse a lot of people.
Well, if it wasn't Levi, I still don't have it before this case goes totally cold. Might as well.
Looks like We Act Wednesdays are a dead deal. Looks like We Act Wednesdays are over.
I have an idea.
All right.
All right, what's
I
the
have
idea?
an idea, guys.
Okay.
Yeah. Because this story is getting old about the mouse situation.
Not old.
I think I would like to give Jesse a new mouse probably if I ever visit Madison again. I don't know. So we can get
you definitely don't have to do that.
Stop that, Levi.
No, stop what you're doing.
He's not talking about a computer. He's going to give him a pet mouse. Go with that pet turtle.
What about a fake mouse?
Turtle graveyard in the back.
By the way, I was talking to my mom about this too. Like, maybe we could have given Jesse a fake rubber mouse, but that would have gave it away. So that was a little spoiler. Just a joke.
Yeah,
I would not give Jesse that.
Those things are creepy.
I don't think Becca would
give him a
appreciate
real
that,
mouse.
would she, Jesse?
Becca would love a real
she'd
mouse.
actually really appreciate it. You know, she'd go buy one at a garage sale for $30.
All right. All right, Jason, I'm ready. Please read the questions. Let's longitudinally.
Come on, Wildy, let's go.
Levi, question number 1 is this. Which of these Wisconsin highway... I'm sorry. I'm going to start now.
False start.
Prior to snap, false start on Jason Wilde, 5-yard penalty. I'll shut up. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
Wildy, 5 yards, baby. Hey, where's our telestrator? Oh, boy, it was 5 yards there, Joe.
Yeah, where is it?
Levi, this job is hard enough. Question 1.
I believe you, Jason. I believe you, man.
Yeah,
I
okay.
know. You've been
Here we
doing it
go.
for so many years.
Levi, question 1 is this. Thank you. Which of these Wisconsin highways, sharing a number with Packers safety Xavier McKinney, is often viewed as the dividing line of up north, extending across the state from Green Bay to River Falls? Is it Highway 29, Highway 33, or Highway 85?
Well, yesterday I was up in Wausau to visit my mom yesterday because she had hip surgery. She's doing pretty well. Just want to bring that up, too. But the correct answer is Highway 29.
Well, get well soon, Levi's mom, and that is the correct answer. That is 1 for 1 for you, Levi. Question number 2 is this. Latitudinally. Which of these Wisconsin cities is located farthest north? Farthest north. And if you're smart, you will spot the ulterior motives that are at play here. Latitudinally, which of these Wisconsin cities is located farthest north? Is it Shawano, Peshtigo, or Crivets?
Ooh, that's a really, really good question. I know Shawano is a little north of me, or should I say northeast. Pesco, I think it... Okay, I'll be quick because I know you got clock management. I'm going to guess Shawano. That's just a guess. Final answer, please. If I get it wrong, I get it wrong. That's all right. That's all right.
So,
okay.
As we know, Jesse has been very, very adamant about Crivets being up north. So there were some, they were subtle, but yes, Crivets is the correct answer. All right, Levi, let's bounce back with question number 3.
Jesse, did you pull off to the side of the road to take that picture?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
I think we're finding out more and more what you do up there.
Hey, I could see that on YouTube. That looks pretty cool, Jesse. Nice job on that, my
Jason,
friend.
Levi.
Jason, that's a nice job by
But
you.
I'm not looking at the chat for answers. I don't want cheating here. No way, Jose.
Yeah.
I'm just being...
Maybe we could get Levi on video next time he's the caller for trivia. I think that would be an added bonus. Since he's on the YouTube
Hey, that's
anyway.
not a bad idea.
Thank you.
That's a great idea, Jason. It's
All
a
right,
really
Levi, can we get to question 3, though?
Yes, sir. Let's
right.
go, because
Thank
we're
you very
going for a
much.
touchdown.
All right, here we go. Question 3. Which of these up north Wisconsin cities is located closest to the border of Michigan's Upper Peninsula?
What a youper.
Right.
All right. Which one of these is located closest to the border of Michigan's Upper Peninsula? Is it Phelps, Saint Germain, or Three Lakes? Phelps, Saint Germain, or Three Lakes?
Ooh. Oh, Jesse, my boy. I should know this. It's one of the last two, but I have to guess quick. These are great questions, by the way. People should know that Jesse always does make good questions on his best to be good, even though they always criticize him all the time. But anyway, I'm going to say Saints remain as a guess. If I get it wrong, I get it wrong.
You got it wrong.
I'm not going to complain.
Yeah, I think you got it wrong.
I know I did. I know I got it wrong.
Three
so
Lakes.
I'm
going to guess 3 Lakes.
You got it wrong, too.
I got it wrong. What's the other? I don't even know what
the correct answer is Phelps.
Phelps.
Oh, yeah, I think I know where that is. It's somewhere northwest or something. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
Well, if you're right, you're right. It is the one of those 3 cities closest to the upper peninsula border of Minnesota or of Michigan. All right. I know, Levi, that this has been very entertaining. Unfortunately for you, it was not more productive. You got the first question right, so you only have 2 entries. Yep. But hey, upsets happen all the time. We wish you luck on Friday's drawing. If whoever's filling in for Jesse, who returns to vacation, is remembers to pull the winner, we'll find out together on Friday. Thanks for playing, buddy. We appreciate you.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys too. And hey, I'm just here to do fun with this. And Jesse, I'm going to tease you guys out again. Coming up next on Wilde and Tausch, it is Whoa, Nelly. It's next. It's Wilde and Tausch. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.
Still have a read to do at the end here, I think. So I don't know if we can
No, actually don't. It's presented by Cousin Subs and Vortex Golf.
Dang it, I messed up Levi's tease.
You stopped on Levi's tease.
Let Levi live, man. Let Levi live.
As Levi said, Whoa, Nelly is next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch, driven by Zimbrick Chevrolet in Sun Prairie on 100.5 ESPN. See their full inventory at ZimbrickChevrolet.com.
Mark Tauscher here for Olson Toon. Well, first impressions matter, and your outdoor space is often the first thing people see. And since 1997, Olson Toon has been helping homeowners and businesses across Dane County create and maintain outdoor spaces. From landscaping and concrete to excavation and year-round maintenance, they're your team for everything outdoors. Ready to elevate your property? Contact Olson Toon today and learn more at olsontoon.com. Creating lasting impressions every season, every day. That's the Olson Toon difference.
All the biggest voices, all in one place. The Yingling Legends Line. Exclusive insight from Hall of Famers, All-Stars, and Game Changers, all on the Yingling Legends Line.
Brian Braun, I appreciate you joining us here on Kyle and Brust.
But we just wanted to have fun. You know, baseball's a game of failure and adversity. It's such a long season. You want to find ways to enjoy the success when you have good moments.
The Yingling Legends Line. Crack open a Yingling lager and raise a toast to an American tradition. D.G. Yingling & Son, Pottsville, PA. Enjoy responsibly.
Bringing summer gatherings to the next level is just another thing we do at Celebrations Entertainment. Hi, it's Jeffrey. With rental items like sound equipment, photo booths, and even yard games, you can make your event the party that everyone talks about. Any event like graduation parties, block parties, or even a backyard barbecue can be elevated with fun, interactive items to make everyone ask, hey, how'd you pull this off? Just tell them celebrationsentertainment.com. That's celebrationsentertainment.com.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance, because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 10 and 35%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Your family's safety is your responsibility, and it starts with a solid roof. When the next storm rips through and takes some of your shingles with it, call Badgerland Exteriors. Or looking to replace your whole roof but don't want to break the bank? Let the team at Badgerland Exteriors give you a free, no obligations estimate.
AJ with Badgerland Exteriors here.
Contracting made easy is more than a tagline. It's how we run our family business. Visit BadgerlandExteriors.com to get started on your next project. That's BadgerlandExteriors.com.
Shopping for new windows and doors shouldn't feel like a negotiation. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin doesn't believe in games. They never inflate pricing, and there's no high-pressure sales pitch. Just premium windows and doors built for long-term comfort, beauty, and peace of mind. Buy direct through Pella, and one trusted team handles everything with Pella-certified installers every step of the way. Real pricing, premium quality, no games. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Schedule your free in-home consultation today at PellaWI.com.
My overall experience with Gruber Law Offices has been phenomenal.
The treatment was excellent.
They will be supportive of you. They will listen to you.
It was a great experience knowing that I had people to help me.
I know I could count on them to do what I needed to get done.
Experience with Gruber was great.
They gave me my life back.
It was amazing.
He gets results.
We know how to win. If you've been injured, call Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Gruber Law Offices had my best interests at heart.
The Milwaukee Brewers, the St. Louis Cardinals.
And the first big league knock for Luis Lara is a big one here in St. Louis. He drives in two, and the Brewers lead it 3-0.
Tune in tonight on 100.5 ESPN, Madison's home of the Brewers.
As Levi told us was the case, time now for Whoa Nelly.
If the topic is good, the guys discuss.
Just the other morning I had breakfast at Tracy Rocco's house. His mama brought out 15 flapjacks. He said, Mama, take back 5 of them flapjacks. I gotta stay hungry for the Crimson Tide.
But if it's not, the show must go on. It's time for
Whoa Nelly
on Wilde and Tausch.
So by no means do I consider myself to be a blue-collar handyman.
I got news for you. No one else thinks you're that either.
Nor should they. One of the few things I think I've been well-trained for in my life is mowing the lawn and then taking stuff to the dump.
Oh, my God.
Ever since I was a kid, I'd go to the dump with my dad on Fridays during the summer, and when I was young, I'd sit in the back seat and watch The Price is Right in our conversion van, and then as I got older, I'd help him more and more and more. It became a good lane that I lived in, and I understood how you go to the dump, and you give your ID, and you go, oh, here's where the grass goes, here's where the wood goes, and so forth. And I've been great at mowing our lawn since we moved into our house, thanks to Stacy Bruner and the great team at Bruner Realty a couple of years ago. I've been really good at all this stuff.
Hi, Rick.
Yep. Then today, I experienced what was probably the most overwhelming thing of my entire life.
Pommy.
The Dane County landfill. So this thing it's on like Highway 1218, like in kind of the corner over there. The Ho Chunk Gaming Madison is across the street. Yahara Hills Golf Club. And then across the street is the landfill. And I'd never been there before. Their hours are 6:30 to 3:15, which are bizarre hours, but I thought, well, all right, Becca's up north. I can do something, a little bit of a surprise here and clean up some of the yard. We had some leftover, like, large chunks of wood from this play set we tore down last summer. We had a couple other things just laying around that accumulated over time. I thought, like...
What do you mean? This place that you tore down?
A play set. We had a play set.
Oh, a play set. I thought you had like a...
No.
Like a casietta that you had your neighbors stay at.
No.
You're
like
I tore that down.
Like a treehouse in the backyard. It was, a little...
Why would you tear like that? Something like that?
Why would you tear a tree? Why don't you build it back up?
It was getting a little rotted, and it was time for it to go. And then we had some things we even inherited from the previous owners, like extra pieces of fence and whatnot that were sitting in our garage. I was like, you know what? This is a perfect time. I'm going to get up early. I'm going to drive this over to the Dane County landfill and drop it off. So I drive over there this morning. It opens at 6:30. I thought I'll get there 6:35, give them a minute or two to open up. We'll be in good shape. Drive right in. There's a line up the frontage road out the gate where this thing is with trailers and garbage trucks and pickup trucks. And it looks like the line for Superman at Six Flags, like out the door. Like a standstill on this frontage road.
It would have been better if it was the line for that Superman movie. That would have been, there was nobody in there. You'd have been fine.
So I get in line. I sit in line for like 20 minutes listening to Unsportsmanlike. It's like after 7 o'clock, I finally like, oh boy, I get to like go into the main area where I'm about to get on the ride. And then you get in there, and there's this scale that some of the vehicles are driving onto, but not everybody. And there's like signed terribly. No idea where I'm supposed to go or do anything. It's a madhouse with cars all cockeyed, all different ways, blocking each other, trying to get to these different bins. So I drive up onto this scale. Nothing happens. I'm like, all right, I must be good. So I drive forward, and I drive around a little bit, find where I got to go, get out. I'm trying to stay away from everybody, throw everything into this big pile where all the recyclable wood goes and everything. And then as I'm driving out, getting ready to leave, I'm like, thank God that's over. Well, not so fast. Suddenly, this very scary-looking guy in a yellow jacket comes walking over. It indicates to roll my window down. He goes, did you get in here without a ticket to dump? And I said,
I've got a ticket to dump.
I don't know what that means. And he said, you didn't go on the scale before you came in. I said, no, I thought I did. I don't understand how this works here. It's my first time. He said, all right, come on over here.
First time dumper.
Come on over here.
Time garbage guy.
Tells me to go park and calls me into the office. I had to get out of the car and go into the office.
You get called into the principal garbage man's office.
I went to dump jail. He took me into dump jail, and he held me there until I paid my ticket of whatever it was to go in there and dump anything, which I thought it was like a free public service that you just had to be a resident of Dane County. No, that's not the case. You have to weigh your vehicle on the way in and then weigh your vehicle on the way out. Whatever the difference is how much you pay to do this.
Oh, dear.
And then he asked me, what did I dump? And I panicked, and I said, shingles. I didn't even have shingles. I don't know why I said shingles. I was just so intimidated by the entire situation. And then he goes, well, that's not where the shingles go. I'm like, I couldn't even find the courage to tell him I lied about shingles. I didn't even have those. I didn't know what to do.
No, I have shingles. You better stay away from me.
I left there this
They're
morning.
highly contagious.
A lot of
Step back.
A lot of times in life, I think, like, that didn't go well, but I'd love another chance at. I never want to go back to the Dane County landfill. That was an absolute madhouse and a disaster. And it was intimidating and overwhelming and scary. And I went to dump jail.
I got to be honest. This has outkicked the coverage of my expectations.
That was good. I didn't fully. I'll be honest. I don't go to the dump, so I didn't know. We used to back in the old days. Back on our farm, we took stuff to the dump, and I certainly, it was nothing as complicated as that. That I know. Well, Dane County, you know how Dane County's going to find its way now. They're going to find its way.
Like, we used to drive in, and we'd have the grass in the back. Sometimes there was a trailer, and, like, the lady would be sitting in the little shack. It would say, hey, how's it going? Oh, yeah, what do you got here today? Oh, grass and leaves. And okay, you know where that goes, right? Yeah, mm-hmm. And that was it.
So our, Jesse, since now you're the expert of going to the dump, I have the deck of
Can you take stuff out of the dump then, too? Like, if you saw some shingles in this dump that you liked, could you grab them and put them in the back of your car?
Well, I didn't even have the heart. I had a tire swing, but I couldn't get the chain off of it. And I put the tire on the other tires with the chain. That's probably a fine of some kind.
Are you at all concerned that you're acknowledging all this publicly, and maybe the folks that run the dump are listening to the program?
I mean, I didn't check in, so they don't know where to find me. So,
they'll get your license.
So looking for your shingles
that
you dumped in the wrong place.
This all happened before 7:15 in the morning. It was a terrible way to start the day. 6:30 to 3:15 are your hours? Like, we can't do like 6 p.m.? We can't stay open?
I'm just curious, Jesse. So let's say you dumped 10 pounds of whatever you dumped. Grass clippings and sounds like fence post. But you grab 20 pounds of shingles. They pay you for taking?
I don't think that it is a two-way operation. I don't think they allow
you don't know, though.
To come right.
You don't know.
It's not the dump and go. Like you can't take.
You
stuff
don't know
from
that,
the
Jason. You don't know.
Once it's dumped, it's dumped.
There are plenty of TV shows that have shown you can take stuff out of the dump.
That's a junkyard. This is the dump.
Everyone else,
I don't know if any of what you guys are saying is accurate. Let's get a dump. Somebody with dump experience, give us a
scary guy in the yellow vest.
We need a dump expert.
He was scary.
I want someone that is a dump expert that can explain and answer our questions. And usually when we put a heat out for people, we have somebody that can call. Sometimes it's Scuba Chad, and you don't know what the hell he's talking about. And other times it's experts. I'm banking we have an expert out there.
I can't believe you think that you could go in to drop off your play set that you disassembled.
I'm surprised Jesse's car isn't compacted.
Well,
and he had to take an Uber from the dump.
I mean, the other
because his car got.
I took.
Here's $2,500 for aluminum.
I took Becca's car, which is like a mid-size SUV, and everyone else has these giant pickup trucks and trailers, and they've got all this stuff.
You got car shamed.
I felt like I was by far the smallest car by a lot in this land of 5,000 huge beasts dropping things off, and it's like everybody knew
Minnesota,
what was going on.
the land
but me.
of 10,000 lakes. Wisconsin, the land of 100 dumps. That's going to be your new deal. That was entertaining.
Was it?
Yeah, I'm curious now. I'm fairly certain you could take stuff from the dump.
All right, we will call scary guy in the yellow vest and see what he can inform us.
Guy had to have a cigarette in his mouth, right? Like if you're working a dump at 7:15 in the morning and you're pulling over
be a fire
little
hazard,
Jesse Nelson,
he
had to have a cigarette.
He looked like his name might have been Ron or like something strong like that.
Like Ron and the Key?
I was scared of him. Yeah. Bald, kind of slim, like
slender.
He knew what was going on.
Slender
there.
man.
He was large and in charge, and I was intimidated.
Okay, I don't know if we even have time for the clip of the day anymore. If we do, we will play it next. I will remind you again, if you've been to the dump and somehow got injured while you were there, the call you need to make is to Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all. Maybe you were taking shingles you weren't supposed to take and you cut your hand. Whatever your injury might be.
Jesse didn't bring this up in the beginning of the show. I'm irritated with Jesse. This is gold. Like one man's treasure is another man's dump. This was a treasure.
414-276-6666. 414-276-6666. Gruber Law Offices, one call. That's all. We'll wrap things up next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
Will Giannis regret leaving Milwaukee?
Scared of change. I'm scared that the grass is not always greener. People love me here. People respect me here. And I'm scared that I might never find that ever again.
You're listening to Madison's home of the Bucks, 100.5 ESPN.
Mark Tauscher here, and take it from me, the best game nights start with Pizza. Try the new crispy Parm Pan Pizza, featuring crispy baked Parmesan on the crust for a golden cheesy crunch in every bite. For a limited time, get a medium one-topping crispy Parm Pan for just $10, or make it a large for just $3 more. Order online at pizzahut.com or download the Pizza Hut app to order and find more great deals. The new crispy Parm Pan Pizza, available now at Pizza Hut. And remember, no one out-pizzas the Hut.
Rah. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute.
This Badger Minute brought to you by the ESPN Wisconsin app. Your state, your teams, your ESPN. Available in the Apple and Android app stores. Download the ESPN Wisconsin app today.
With your Badger Minute, I'm Riley Yount. New Badgers AD Shawn Eichorst appeared on Wilde and Tausch Monday morning and made it clear he's hit the ground running.
Talk is cheap. You got to actually do it. And the way you do it is you got to build a program where people want to be a part of it. They don't want to just write checks out of the box unless they see some sort of return. I've talked to probably our top 25 donors. I've talked to a lot of student athletes, talked to our head coaches. Most often what they're telling me is what can I do to help?
Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin doesn't play games. Just straightforward pricing, premium quality, and trusted Pella certified installation. Visit PellaWI.com today.
Life moves fast. Your car should move with it. At Zimbrick Chevrolet, they've got a vehicle and payment options that fit every stage of your journey. Just graduated? Start smart in a Chevy Trax. Stylish, efficient, and budget-friendly. Growing your family? The Equinox gives you the space and versatility you need. And when life gets even bigger, the Traverse or Tahoe is ready for it all. Kids, carpools, and road trips. Visit them today in Sun Prairie or online at ZimbrickChevrolet.com. Zimbrick Chevrolet, the name you can trust.
The Exteriors Company, built for Wisconsin, backed by expertise. From our family to yours, roofing, windows, siding, gutters, and doors. Your solution-based company, community strong, and service that will please. Get a free estimate today. The Exteriors Company, built for Wisconsin, backed by expertise.
Planning a high-level event shouldn't feel overwhelming. I'm Tiara Gomez, founder of Events by Design. For over 25 years, we've helped companies turn complex, high-pressure events into seamless, unforgettable experiences. When trying to engage your team and pull off something meaningful, the details matter. From concept to execution, we design every event so it reflects your vision and delivers real impact. No missed moments, just refined experiences people will remember. Let's start designing today. Search online, Events by Design.
Listen to Madison Money Guy every Saturday morning at 7 a.m. on 100.5 ESPN and ESPNWisconsin.com.
I like to refer to inflation as the silent killer. It's an invisible risk. It's just the idea that things get more expensive over time. You're going to need milk and eggs when you're in your early 60s and when you're in your early 80s. You're going to get a loaf of bread, and it's going to be more expensive 20 years from now.
Christian Finfrock is the Madison Money Guy. Call him today at 208-1800.
Free Food Friday on ESPN Madison is brought to you by Vintage Brewing Company. Whether you're looking to get carry-out, delivery, or dine in, Vintage Brewing has lots of great options on their menu. Vintage Brewing Company prides themselves on being a great place to hang out and enjoy classic Midwestern hospitality. Vintage Brewing Company has multiple award-winning beers, so be sure to try one the next time you're in. Head to VintageBrewingCompany.com to make a reservation today. That's VintageBrewingCompany.com.
Is this the year the Brewers make a move at the trade deadline?
If you keep doing what you're doing, you're going to get the same type results. And keep waiting and waiting and waiting. To me, why wait?
Follow along on Madison's home of the Brewers, 100.5 ESPN.
All right, I know a lot of you found this discussion really interesting and would like to be part of it. We will start tomorrow with the dump. Like Jesse started his day with the dump. I think if you are able to come back in 21 hours and discuss, you're more than welcome to. Because we got like calls up the wazoo now on this. And we're on a show.
Dump talk. Dump talk.
Tough to beat. That's it for us today. Thanks for coming along for the ride. Have a great day. Take care. Be good.
Miss any of today's episode of Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin? Commercial-free full show podcasts are available free on the